It's time now for high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
And a good Friday evening, everybody. It's time for high school baseball. And welcome to this special presentation of high school baseball here on WKLM as we've traveled north to Massillon, Ohio. In this rain-delayed makeup from last night, we have Waynedale, the tournament's #1 seed in Division 5. They come in with a record of 26-4. They'll take on Canton Central Catholic, the tournament's #5 seed. They come in with a record of 19-5. Stay tuned. We'll have a conversation with head coach Lucas Doherty. Next, coming your way next here on the pregame show on WKLM.
Koblenz Painting in Holmesville, proud sponsor the Waynedale Golden Bears, is your go-to for top-quality spray painting. From commercial interiors and exteriors to residential exteriors and even steel buildings, new and old, they do it all. Family-owned for over 30 years, Kevin Koblenz is a third-generation spray painter who takes pride in every brush stroke. For craftsmanship you can trust, call Koblenz Painting at 330-231-3974. That's 330-231-3974. Koblenz Painting.
Dreaming of a perfect affordable home? Discover family-owned Hartford Homes. Hartford Homes, with over 50 years combined experience in the construction industry, offers turnkey homes including all land improvements, resulting in a stress-free custom home built for you. Our commitment to quality, community, and sustainability sets us apart. Visit HartfordHomesOhio.com today to schedule your visit. Tour inside 2 different model homes or browse our 22 online models. Discover Hartford Homes in Jeromesville and start your journey to a dream home.
Hey, other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
At Waynedale, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Waynedale, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Waynedale. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedale.com for a free quote today.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Stop in for the BOGO sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have John Morrell Franks, Pilgrim's Nuggets, Mayfield Ice Cream, Rice-A-Roni Rice, Captain Crunch Cereal, Suddenly Salad, Chex Mixer Bugles, and Fresh Express Italian Salad. Buy one, get one free. We also have Red Baron Deep Dish Pizza, Red Lobster Entrees, Halo Top Ice Cream, IGA Dinner Mix, IGA granola bars, IGA charcoal, and Arm & Hammer liquid detergent. All buy one, get one free. That's now through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Inside the Dugout is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
And we're here in Massillon, Ohio, getting ready for this regional championship game between Waynedale and Central Catholic. Standing here with Coach Lucas Doherty. And Coach, congratulations on making it back here. This is kind of getting to be an old habit coming back this direction, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you. It's never easy, but definitely something we look forward to and aspire to every year. So definitely good to be here.
Absolutely. You guys have made some deep tournament runs here throughout the past couple of years, obviously. Taking a look at this squad here, just talk about your season so far getting to this point, Coach.
I think a lot of growth throughout the year. Obviously, baseball season goes quick, but it's also kind of a long season in terms of we play quite a few games in that amount of time. But no, I think we've had some pretty good consistency throughout the year, and a lot of that stems from our upperclassmen, in particular our seniors. We've got a real solid group there that have led the way, and I think we've had a lot of younger guys with talent step up and step into some bigger roles this year.
And you talk about your schedule and the demands it puts on you during this season. You need depth. You need younger players to step up when it gets to this time of year, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's why we try to challenge ourselves as much as we can in the regular season with scheduling tough games on the weekends to go with a very competitive league that we're already in.
Yeah. When you talk about your schedule demands and you talk about pitching, what's that do to your pitching rotation? You come off a game last night, got to turn right around, come back tonight. Is that difficult for you to manage in that aspect?
We need a lot of arms throughout the regular season, so our weekend arms don't necessarily get thrown out there against weak opponents or anything like that. Usually they actually end up facing some pretty strong opponents. So I think we have quite a few different arms that we feel like we can go to that can be competitive and get us out.
Absolutely. And flipping the other side, talk about your offensive production. You've been scoring a lot of runs here as of late, so you guys are swinging the bat really well right now. Talk about your offense.
Yeah, players have worked really hard to figure it out at the plate, and I think really this back half of the season are starting to reap some of the rewards for that. And it really takes more than just one or two guys. We've got 9 good competitive hitters in our lineup, and different days, different guys get it done for us. But any given day, I feel like any of those guys can step up there and get a job done.
Yeah. So taking a look at Central Catholic tonight, good ball club. What do you expect now of them tonight, Coach?
Definitely expecting a good baseball game. We were here last night and watched them go toe-to-toe with Norway in there for 7 full innings, and we know that they also are a tested team that plays a tough schedule. So at this point in the year, we're regional finals here. It's going to be a good game.
There's no patsies left at this time of the year, is there, Coach?
That's correct, yeah.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you after the game with a victory.
All right, thank you.
That's Coach Lucas Doherty of the Waynedale Golden Bears. More on the pregame show here on WKLM.
Inside the Dugout has been brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
And welcome back here to Massillon, Ohio. It's Troy Fritz and Bill Pym with you here today, getting ready for this Division 5 regional final matchup between Waynedale and Canton Central Catholic here this afternoon. Quick note here, we're probably in about a 10 or 15 minute delay scheduled for a 5 o'clock start. Teams are just now getting on the field as we had a little bit more rain up north here today. They did a great job getting this field ready, so we're not far off schedule, and hopefully Mother Nature cooperates, and we'll get this one in here to see who's going to go to the state tournament next weekend. Taking a quick look at both of these teams last year and where they ended up. For Canton Central Catholic last year, they would start out the tournament against Fairview, and they would win that game 6-0. Their next game would come up against Norwayne, and that's where their season would end. They lost a close one by a score of 7-6 in the districts. For Waynedale, a little different story. They were looking for a three-peat as they would be runners-up last year in the state tournament, coming off those two back-to-back state championships. Their tournament run started with a win against East Cleveland Shaw this year. But taking a look again last year against that loss against Norwayne in a one-run loss. This year, East Cleveland Shaw was their toughest game starting out. They won that one 2-0, and then the bats have come alive for Waynedale since then. They defeated Columbiana Crestview by a score of 11-0, and then Wickliffe by a score of 13-0 to get to this contest here this afternoon. So we'll step aside, take care of paying some bills. We come back, we'll talk about this year, get Bill Pym on the horn, and talk about all things baseball here from Massillon, Ohio. Coming your way next on WKLM.
As a former Waynedale baseball coach for over 12 years, amassing 5 Wayne County Athletic League titles and 4 regional tournament berths while coaching 4 players who are now in the Wayne County Hall of Fame, including the only 2 area players at that time to compete in the North-South All-Star Game, Tom Capek is proud to be a sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC offers practical plans for auto, home, property, commercial, and life insurance, serving Wayne, homes, and the surrounding areas. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC, located at 12955 Emerson Road in Kidron. Call 1-877-857-1975.
Fido Funeral Home, with locations in Mount Eaton and Brewster, can help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of your loved one. Whether it is a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique ceremony, Spido Funeral Home is there to help you with all the decisions. For more information, call 330-359-5252. Spido Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Waynedale Golden Bears.
For the best pizza, chicken, and ice cream, stop by Kidron Pizza. They're proud to continue serving the same delicious, mouth-watering pies that have won the hearts of pizza lovers everywhere. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedication to excellence, every bite is a celebration to their legacy and the flavors of the community. Located at 4692 Kidron Road in Kidron. They offer delivery within a 10-mile radius. Call 857-3000 to place your order. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 8, closed Sunday and Monday. Join them in tasting tradition for yourself. Kidron Pizza, where the tradition continues.
Koblenz Painting in Holmesville, proud sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears, is your go-to for top-quality spray painting. From commercial interiors and exteriors to residential exteriors and even steel buildings, new and old, they do it all. Family-owned for over 30 years, Kevin Koblenz is a third-generation spray painter who takes pride in every brush stroke. For craftsmanship you can trust, call Koblenz Painting at 330-231-3974. That's 330-231-3974. Koblenz Painting, painting with pride, built on tradition.
Dreaming of a perfect affordable home? Discover family-owned Hartford Homes. Hartford Homes, with over 50 years combined experience in the construction industry, offers turnkey homes including all land improvements, resulting in a stress-free custom home built for you. Our commitment to quality, community, and sustainability sets us apart. Visit HartfordHomesOhio.com today to schedule your visit. Tour inside 2 different model homes or browse our 22 online models. Discover Hartford Homes in Jeromesville and start your journey to a dream home.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
At Waynedale, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Waynedale, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Waynedale. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedale.com for a free quote today.
And we are back here at Massillon, getting ready for this Division 5 regional final matchup here between Waynedale and Canton Central Catholic. We'll recap the season for both these teams, taking a look about how they got there. Of course, Canton Central Catholic comes in here with a record of 19-5 on the year. They are the tournament's number 5 seed. And their schedule would look like this year. They would get their opening victory against Canton South 10-0. They would lose to Field by a score of 4-3. Get a 9-inning win against Northwest 4-3. Come back with 4 more victories in a row against Canton South, 2 against Copley, and they would defeat Alliance before losing their next 2 to Archbishop Hopen and then to New Philadelphia. They come back and beat Akron Eldon a 9-0 shutout. They would defeat Louisville 8-4. Then it would be Washington 4-0, an 11-0 win against Tusky Valley. They would lose their next one against St. Vincent St. Mary by a score of 5-4 in 10 innings. They defeated Central Christian 7-0 and Youngstown Cardinal Mooney by a score of 13-2. And they would lose another close one to Marlington. A lot of one-run losses here for Canton Central Catholic on the year. They defeated Lake Center Christian by a score of 7-5, Dover 5-0, St. Thomas Aquinas by a score of 14-4, Clearview 11-0, Warren Champion 10-0. They defeated Worcester Triway 3-0 in tournaments, and we'll run down those tournament scores as we come through here in a little bit. Looking at Waynedale on the year, 26-4 on the year. They come in the number 1 seed in the tournament here this year. And their season would go like this. They would defeat Marlington by a score of 8-1. Norwayne 1-0. Get another win against them 3-0 on back-to-back games. They defeated West Holmes 3-2, then Dalton 9-2. Another win against Dalton 10-0, again back-to-back games. They would defeat Triway 9-1, Tusky Valley 14-0, Northwestern 17-3. Another victory against Northwestern 10-0. Louisville 9-2 and Chippewa 9-2. As you can see, Waynedale can put up some runs. They would continue here. A close game against Chippewa the next time around was a 1-run game. They won that one 2-1. Medina Buckeye, they got that victory in 8 innings by a score of 5-4. An 11-0 victory against Smithville would keep their winning ways going. They would follow that up with another 14-0 shutout over Smithville. Then a defeat Rittman in back-to-back games 11-1 and 10-1. Glen Oak 2-1. That would be their first loss of the year. They lost that one 2-1 in a close contest. They defeated Worcester 1-0, Hillsdale 10-0. Hillsdale again 9-3, and they would defeat Lake in a close one 3-2. Lost their next game against St. Edward by a score of 8-4 and dropped another one, their first 2 losses in a row this year against Dover 6-1. They would defeat Washington 8-0 and Crestview Columbiana 10-0, while Wycliffe 13-0, and then Highland, they would get them 9-3 in a little bit of a scrimmage match here just a few nights ago. Taking a look at the tournament trail again for both of these teams, for Canton Central Catholic, they started out with an 11-0 win over Lorraine Clearview, and then a 10-0 victory over Warren Champion. Then they would defeat Triway by a score of 3-0 to get to this matchup here today. Again, for Waynedale, Bill pointed out to me a 2-0 victory over East Shaw was actually a forfeit, so that's your forfeit score in that contest. Then they would come back and put up 11 runs against Crestview, won that 11-0, and Wycliffe 13-0 to get them to the contest here today. So we'll step aside, take another break, come back, and we'll have some conversation with Bill Pim and more on the pregame show. It's coming your way next on WKLM.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Stop in for the BOGO sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have John Morrell Franks, Pilgrim's Nuggets, Mayfield Ice Cream, Rice-A-Roni Rice, Captain Crunch Cereal, Suddenly Salad, Chex Mixer Bugles, and Fresh Express Italian Salad. Buy one, get one free. We also have Red Baron Deep Dish Pizza, Red Lobster Entrees, Halo Top Ice Cream, IGA Dinner Mix, IGA Granola Bars, IGA Charcoal, and Arm & Hammer Liquid Detergent. All buy one, get one free. That's now through Sunday at Roadie's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Canton Central Catholic finishing up their warm-up routine. Waynedale's already went through theirs. That means we're getting close to opening pitch. Good afternoon, Troy Fritz and Bill Pim along with you here for this Division V Regional Championship matchup between Waynedale and Canton Central Catholic. Bill, we got rained out last night. We're back again to do it today, and things are looking pretty good. We're going to play baseball.
I think we are. You know, I've watched a lot of teams take infields this year. Some good, some not so good. But you see why both these teams are in the regional finals. Watch them take infield. They all look good in their uniforms. You don't see any pants baggy or anything. You know, they're sharp. They throw the ball well. The infield's crisp. Really impressed with watching both these teams. You see why they're where they are.
Absolutely. And talk about this facility we're in right now. This grounds crew up here has done an amazing job. We got a downpour up here about 3 o'clock, put puddles all over the field, but they've got things in good shape, and we're going to be really close to hitting time frame here to tip this one off here, as they say. And, you know, last night you have a rain delay. What's it like for your team, Bill? You've been on that side of it as a coach. You get your kids mentally prepared. You're ready to take the field, and they say, get on the bus, boys. We're coming back tomorrow. How do you approach that on a day like this, getting them ready to play baseball?
One of the things I noticed as we were leaving is that the teams were out there throwing.
Yes.
They didn't all get on the bus. They kind of made it into a practice, you know, where they were throwing, they stretch and all that. I don't know if they took infield or anything like that. Probably didn't, but they tried to do as much as they can. Sometimes when you get back to your school, you go into the facility and you hit. You know, you make a practice out of it, even though you're late, you know, and whatnot. I'm sure they probably did that. And they probably hit the day before they came. So, you know, if you can't get up for this, you know, what are you going to get up for? You know, you're high
in the
school.
wrong sport.
Yeah, 17, 18-year-old kid, of course you're excited. So, you know, you always say don't do anything stupid tonight.
Famous last words of a coach right there. Don't do anything dumb, boys. But you take a look at that. I mean, this is regional semifinal. This is for all the marbles going to state. And we talked last night. They were contemplating whether they were going to start that game or not. Made a good decision to postpone that because we were probably going to be flirting with darkness last night.
Yep, it was a great decision by the man leading it here. You know, didn't quite know what to do. The trouble is you start it, you know, it looks good at 6 o'clock, but what's going to happen at 8 o'clock when the score's 9-8?
Yeah.
The other team can't see the ball. You know, then you complain and then we're going to call and come back tomorrow. You know, and you can't throw your pitchers again because they were over 30 pitches. You know, so it was really a wise decision to do the way they did it, and hopefully we get today's game in and we have someone going to state next weekend.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that both these coaches are going to have their kids well prepared. On the Waynedale side of it, this is no strange territory for them. They've been here before, and You know what? This has kind of become a routine for them up here, Bill.
They're going for number 4.
Yes, they are.
4th trip to state. Good golly. Yeah, they're good. And I'm sure they know they're good. When you've been there 3 times in a row, 2 state championships, nothing scares you at this point.
Well, my observation of that group last night in pregame warm-ups here, they was deciding whether they were going to play or not. That group was loose. They were having fun. They seemed like they get along really well, but yet they were focused. They're here to play baseball.
Yeah, you don't see any screwing around for sure. Yeah, they do have fun, and I'm sure they all like each other, and really a close-knit bunch. I noticed them out there praying together, and the seniors leading. The coaches weren't even in there in the long talk.
Well, and when you see that, when you look out and you see in senior leadership like that, and your coaches don't have to do that, what's that like from a coaching perspective, Bill? That's where it's weight in gold.
I meet with my seniors before the year starts, and I say, we're only going to be as good as you guys are. It's your team. It's not my team as the coach. It's your team. If you have good leaders as your seniors, you can't beat that.
Absolutely.
Like I say, there wasn't a coach out with them. Coaches were all in the dugout, and they had a long talk, and there was nobody messing around. They were all listening to whoever was talking. Boy, that's nice when you're a coach.
Well, it is, and you know what? When you look across the field here, we're looking at the Waynedale side right now. Not only the players connecting into it, their fan base is connected, and boy, do they travel well. There's a bunch of them on the hillside here, Bill.
They get here early, too. There's a couple grandparents there. I don't know, geez Louise, I got here real early, and this guy 2 days in a row had beat me by a lot. So,
I was the second one in the parking lot today, Bill, and you know who the first one was? Was that gentleman you're talking about. He was waiting for the gates to open, and he said, we better play ball today. We're ready for this.
Yeah, that's the same guy because he was here when I got here, too.
Well, we have got a great atmosphere here. The umpires are on the field. It won't be long here. They're going to introduce a starting lineup. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have those starting lineups and get ready to play baseball here on WKLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
As a former Waynedale baseball coach for over 12 years, amassing 5 Wayne County Athletic League titles and 4 regional tournament berths while coaching 4 players who are now in the Wayne County Hall of Fame, including the only 2 area players at that time to compete in the North-South All-Star Game, Tom Capek is proud to be a sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC offers practical plans for auto, home, property, commercial, and life insurance, serving Wayne, Holmes, and the surrounding areas. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC, located at 12955 Emerson Road in Kidron. Call 1-877-857-1975.
Fido Funeral Home, with locations in Mount Eaton and Brewster, can help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of your loved one. Whether it is a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique ceremony, Spido Funeral Home is there to help you with all the decisions. For more information, call 330-359-5252. Spido Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Waynedale Golden Bears.
And we are about to get underway here. Teams are in the dugout just waiting for the official word. So that means it's about time for your starting lineups. And those starting lineups are brought to you tonight by the Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Save yourself time and money with no stamp needed. You can pay your bill online or through our mobile application, Smart Hub, a free service with no fees for using your bank account, credit, or debit card. Starting lineups by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. And taking a look at those starting lineups for Canton Central Catholic tonight, they'll look like this. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Luke Vlakowski. Batting second and playing second base will be Dylan Minnie. Batting in the third spot, playing third base will be Luke Spittler. Batting in the fourth spot and doing the catching tonight for Canton Central Catholic will be Nick Hilton. Batting in the DH position in the fifth hole will be Brock Berkwin. Playing first base and batting sixth will be Noah Barberi. Playing right field and batting seventh will be Austin Coy. Playing left field and batting in the eighth spot is Jeremy Early. And doing the pitching tonight for Canton Central Catholic and batting in the ninth spot, this will be Nolan Buhner. And for Waynedale tonight, they will start out like this. Batting first, playing second base, it'll be Shane Koblenz. He comes hitting .391 on the year. Batting in the second spot and catching is Tristan Franks. He is hitting .271. Cam Miller will play left field. He'll bat in the third spot, coming in with a .398 batting average. Jordan Miller playing shortstop. He's hitting .325. He'll bat in the cleanup position. Jaden Slayball, he'll be your DH hitter tonight. He is batting .382 on the year. He'll bat in the 5 position. Batting in the sixth hole is Braden Steiner. He'll play third base, batting .367. Josh Yoder will play right field, or center field, batting in the 7th hole, hitting at .333. Logan Troyer comes in hitting .301 on the year. He'll be your pitcher tonight, and he'll bat in the 8th hole. And then Hudson Barkman playing right field comes in with an average of .185 on the year. Bill, when you hear those batting averages, Waynedale's got some bats. They can hit the ball and score some runs.
You were either saying 3 or 4 for the first number for about all those guys. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. They've got 2 in the lineup just hitting under 300. Everybody's over 300. Most of those are over 350. That's some pretty serious sticks.
Yeah, and you were reading through their schedule, too. They played some tough competition this year.
Well, and we talked about that here a little bit off the air. Waynedale played tough schedule, to get ready for games like this. And there's a reason they're back here for the 4th year in a row.
I don't think they lost a league game, did they?
No, they did not.
14-0?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty impressive,
14-0 in that conference and playing the competition that they do. That's impressive indeed. Umpires and coaches are at a home plate. They're having their final instructions, getting ready to get this underway. And, Bill, again, this field, what a remarkable place to play baseball. This is absolutely beautiful.
You feel like you're in a college field,
yes,
really.
Yes, you do.
That facility out there in left field, the football facility and baseball facility and Massillon baseball across the fence, kind of got a little black monster type thing out there, like a green monster in Fenway. Beautiful field. Of course, you got the football field to the right out there in right field. There aren't too many high schools that have a field like that.
That looks more like a horse race track right there when you're looking at it from our view, but
it does.
Impressive indeed. A great facility here. Down the left field line, the fence sits at 312. Straightaway centers at 375. Down the right field line, it's sitting at 310. Right alley's 350. The left alley's 362. It'll take a poke to get out of here. The wind, as we say, Bill, is kind of blowing in tonight here, so I wouldn't expect to see too many balls flying out of the ballpark.
Probably
tonight.
not. I noticed both the baselines are grass as well. They're not dirt, so beautiful facility for sure.
So grass infield like this, that changes your strategy on defense, Coach?
A little bit, because you're not used to it. It throws you off. We used to play down at Mount Vernon. They had a grass infield, too. Kind of threw you off, the kids, a little bit, but once you got used to it, it wasn't too bad.
Absolutely. We're going to take one more quick break here. We'll come back. We're going to join the starting lineups live. They're going to bring them right to you on the field. We'll have the national anthem. It'll be time for regional final baseball right here from Massillon, Ohio on WKLM.
For the best pizza, chicken, and ice cream, stop by Kidron Pizza. They're proud to continue serving the same delicious, mouth-watering pies that have won the hearts of pizza lovers everywhere. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedication to excellence, every bite is a celebration to their legacy and the flavors of the community. Located at 4692 Kidron Road in Kidron. They offer delivery within a 10-mile radius. Call 857-3000 to place your order. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 8, closed Sunday and Monday. Join them in tasting tradition for yourself. Kidron Pizza, where the tradition continues.
And we are back here getting ready to get this one started. The first pitch will be coming your way here shortly. And that first pitch is being brought to you by MRV Siding Supply, where they have top quality products like Provia Siding, decorative siding, windows and doors. Provia manufactures stone and accessories. They're on County Road 624 in Millersburg. Give them a call at 800-524-7436. At this time, we're going to throw it down to the field and join the public address announcer for today's starting lineups.
Third base, number 16, Luke Spittler. Catching, number 12, Nick Hilton. Designated hitter number 15, Brock Berkwin. Pitching number 21, Nolan Bunner. First base number 6, Noah Burberry. In center field number 1, Austin Coy. Right field number 9, Jackson Keene. And in left field number 7, Jeremy Early. Also available for the Crusaders number 3, Dax Oliver. Number 4, Josh Versey. Number 8, Lance Lakowski. Number 10, Blaine Butter. Number 13, Joe Meyer. And 22, Josh Hammer. Coaches for the Crusaders, head coach Dan Mazzarelli, assisted by Brian Beck and Patrick Murphy. And now the home team on the scoreboard, the Waynedale Golden Bears. Leading off today, playing second base number 12, Shane Koblenz. Catching number 10, Tristan Franks. Left field number 1, Cameron Miller. Shortstop number 2, Jordan Miller. Designated hitter number 8, Jaden Schleybaugh. First base number 32, Evan Yoder. Playing third base number 23, Braden Steiner. In center field number 5, Josh Yoder. Pitching number 11, Logan Troyer. And in right field number 13, Hudson Parkman. Also available for the Golden Bears, number 3, Cameron Mask. Number 4, Cordell Troyer. Number 7, Colton McLaughlin. Number 9, Brock Reed-Snyder. Number 15, Spencer Porter. Number 22, Trevin Frazier. And number 25, Maddox Kidd. And number 33, Hank Miller. The Golden Bears are coached by head coach Lucas Doherty, assisted by Hayden Mobley and Jay Mask.
And those starting lineups have been brought to you today by the Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Members of Holmes Wayne Electric save money on their monthly bills by reading their own meters. It's quick and it's easy. You can pay your bill and submit your meter reading through our mobile application with no fees. On vacation, no problem. Members can schedule their payment online. That's Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative in Millersburg, Ohio.
And at this time now, if you would please direct your attention.
And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to join the public address announcer once again for a playing of our national anthem. That's brought to you today by the Holmes County Veteran Services Administration. That national anthem again brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services Administration. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The first pitch is coming your way next here on WKLM.
Koblenz Painting in Holmesville, proud sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears, is your go-to for top-quality spray painting. From commercial interiors and exteriors to residential exteriors and even steel buildings, new and old, they do it all. Family-owned for over 30 years, Kevin Koblenz is a third-generation spray painter who takes pride in every brush stroke. For craftsmanship you can trust, call Koblenz Painting at 330-231-3974. That's 330-231-3974. Koblenz Painting, painting with pride, built on tradition.
And we are back here getting ready for the first pitch here at Waynedale, or from Massillon here in this regional championship between Waynedale and Canton Central Catholic. Bill, the breeze has picked up here, but the temperatures have dropped a little bit. And perfect weather for baseball here this afternoon. You think about the heat and humidity and the toll it might take on your players. That was a concern coming in here, and I think maybe that has subsided here as the temperatures have dropped here significantly.
It's
nice
really,
breeze.
it's really cool. A little gamesmanship here before the game.
What was going on down there? Did you figure that out?
Well, I did figure it out. Waynedale was warming up then, because they're the home team, and so their team stayed out on the baseline, and probably until the first pitch, and so 5 of the Central Catholic kids stood there too, and they weren't going to leave that spot until the Waynedale kids left the spot.
It takes a coach to figure that out. I couldn't figure out what that was going on down there.
Well, I saw the 5, and then I saw the Waynedale. Okay, now I see what's going on. So, we're not going to leave until you leave. This is our field too.
I think this might be a little competitive here tonight, Bill.
It's starting already.
Oh, that's good stuff. I got to tell you what, the atmosphere here is great. This place is packed full of people, Bill. You just stuck your head out the back door and you looked both ways and said it's wall-to-wall people outside.
It's wall-to-wall people everywhere. I've never seen so many people at a high school baseball game.
Well, it is time to get this thing underway, and right now for Canton Central Catholic, it's going to be Luke Lakowski starting leading off. Dylan Minley will be on deck with Luke Spittler in the hole. On the hill for Waynedale, it's going to be Luke Troyer. He comes in with an ERA of 1.24 with a record of 7-1 on the year. He'll work from the stretch. First pitch is underway, and this is ball 0-1.
We're right on top of the dugout for the Canton Central Catholic team, so you're going to hear noise probably the whole game. That's coming from their bench.
Pitch number 2 on the way, swung on a miss for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1.
And I tell you what, Waynedale is just as loud as Canton Central Catholic once they're up to bat.
Well, that just adds to the atmosphere, and you love to see fans that are into a ball game, especially in a big one like this.
Yep.
The 1-1 pitch. Here's Troyer. This is just outside for ball 2. Dugout is right on the fence, leaning over. They are into the ball game. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Lakowski. Next pitch misses just high and away. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Lakowski, the shortstop for Canton Central Catholic. Here's a 3-1 pitch by Troyer. Ground ball hit towards shortstop. That'll be fielded. Picked up cleanly. Throw the first in time for out number 1. Jordan Miller made a clean play on that ground ball. So Lakowski goes down 6-3 for out number 1. That's going to bring up Dylan Minnie with Luke Spittler on deck.
My last year at West Holmes, I had a great group of kids, and they loved my pregame speeches, and I'd get them together at a game like this. Oh, hold on here a second.
There's Minnie. Pitch to Minnie, hits the outside corner for called strike 1.
And I'd say if this game's too big for you, that's okay. You can go sit on the bus, get on your phone, play, your little games on your phone, and we'll come back and you can go to Dairy Queen afterward and get a Blizzard. But if you're going to stay, this is for the big boys today, okay? We're putting the women's show into bed. This is for the big boys. If it's too big for you, just go sit down. They love you when you say that, Okay.
Well, this is a big game indeed. Count 2-1. There's a 2-1 pitch. Misses outside by Troyer. The count goes to 3-1.
You either love games like this or you shrink and you're scared to death. There's no in between. I want kids to play for me that love these games. I loved as a coach when both teams are screaming.
And these kids are going to rise to the occasion today. There's a swing and a miss on strike 2, so count goes full. Troyer brought the heat there.
Yeah.
Troyer, the left-hander, works out of the stretch position. Again, a 1.24 ERA. He is 7-1 on the year. There's a windup in the pitch. Swung on, hit for a base hit into right field. So Canton Central Catholic has the first base runner on as Dylan Minnie gets a base hit in the right field.
Now the plate for the Crusaders, third baseman number 16, Luke Spittler.
That'll bring up Luke Spittler, the third baseman, with Nick Hilton on deck for the Crusaders.
Well, one nice thing about having a left-hander on the mound, it controls the running game a little bit more. It's harder to run.
There's a wind-up pitch, fouled back out of play for strike 1. Spittler got a good healthy cut at that one.
If you want to steal, you almost have to go on first movement. If he picks you off, you just keep going to second, and hopefully the first baseman can't make that throw.
Absolutely. Make him throw the ball around a little bit. Troyer getting signs from the coach, or what are we looking at here? Home plate umpire's got timeout. Get a little debris off the field now. I see what they're doing. All right, we're ready to play baseball. Troyer working out the stretch. He'll eye the runner at first. There's a move. Throw over, not in time. Runner safe. Troyer resets. Takes a look. Eyes the runner at first. There's a move to first, holding that runner tight. I'd say they got a little scouting report on him. They don't want to let him get too far ahead. It's Dylan Minnie at first base for the Crusaders. A one-out single in the right gives him their first base runner of the game. There's a pitch. Swung on a missed outside for strike two.
That was a breaking ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he'd have hit that, it probably would have gone over the Massillon baseball sign in left field. That was a swing.
He got a good cut at it.
That's what three hitters do.
Troyer had good movement on it. There's a wind-up and pitch. Swung on a miss for strike three. Brought it off the high heat. And Troyer's got his first strike out of the game for out number two.
Crusaders, the catcher number 12, Nick Hilton.
That'll bring up Nick Hilton, the catcher for Canton Central Catholic, with Brock Berkwin, the DH, on deck. Two down, runner on first base for the Crusaders. Logan Troyer on the hill here for Waynedale. Troyer checks the runner. There's the move to the plate. Ball high, just missed.
You know, you think all the success Waynedale's had the last few years, and this kid on the mound's a sophomore. Your three hitter's a sophomore. Your right fielder is a sophomore. It just almost doesn't seem fair.
They're growing young ball players over there for sure.
This kid's a pretty good pitcher right here as a sophomore.
There's a swing and a foul ball going down the right field line.
This goes back to the Varner kid. I don't know how many years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, I think 5 years
Went
ago.
to Kent State, I think. And, you know, then this Koblenz kid comes along, and this kid.
It's just been one right after the
Yeah,
other.
that's no accident, though. Somebody's doing something right.
You know, Bill, that starts at the youth level. You teach them right, and you'll feed a program. 1-1 the count, two away. There's Troyer's pitch. Swung on, that's going to be lifted in the right side. Going towards the foul line, giving chase. And that one out of play. Good to note here, the wind is blowing kind of from left to right, kind of blowing right in the press box at us. So I'm sure the wind helped push that one out of play.
This all started with Justin McDowell, who's now the head coach at Triway. But when he was at Waynedale, Lucas Doherty was his pitching coach. So Justin just told me that the other day when he was here watching the game. And, you know, so Lucas Doherty obviously knows how to develop pitchers.
Well, absolutely. And
McDowell was an All-American pitcher at Worcester College.
Yep, absolutely. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, 2 away. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes, swung on a miss for strike 3. That'll be out number 3. A big strikeout by Logan Troyer. So after a half inning in the books, Canton Central Catholic will leave a one on base. Waynedale will be batting next. That's coming your way here on WKLM.
Dreaming of a perfect affordable home? Discover family-owned Hartford Homes. Hartford Homes, with over 50 years combined experience in the construction industry, offers turnkey homes including all land improvements, resulting in a stress-free custom home built for you. Our commitment to quality, community, and sustainability sets us apart. Visit HartfordHomesOhio.com today to schedule your visit. Tour inside 2 different model homes or browse our 22 online models. Discover Hartford Homes in Jeromesville and start your journey to a dream home.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
And welcome back here to Massillon Baseball Field, as Waynedale will get their first crack up. Canton Central Catholic garnered one hit in that first inning. They stranded a runner on first base, but Lucas Troyer settled in, got 2 strikeouts to close that one out quickly. And now Waynedale is going to get a chance to show off their bats. On the mound here for Canton Central Catholic will be Nolan Buhner. He's a right-hander.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Golden Bears, second baseman
For Waynedale, they're going to send to the plate to lead off. It'll be Shane Koblitz. He bats .391 on the year. Tristan Franks will be on deck with Cam Miller in the hole. Koblitz plays second base for Waynedale. He'll bat from the right side. Comes in with 4 home runs on the year. Koblitz takes that first pitch, low and away for ball 1. 21 RBIs on the year for Koblitz as well. There's a 1-0 pitch. This is outside, low and away, ball 2.
Yeah, all he did last game was pitch his team to victory, and he went 4 for 5 leading off. It's 3 singles and a double.
Is that all? Leading off here, he just takes ball 3, being very selective at the plate, just like a leadoff hitter should do, Coach.
Will we sit in 3-0?
3-0.
Yeah, you're going to look here.
Absolutely. There's a wind-up delivery. 3-0 pitch. Down the middle, strike 1.
Normally you'd hear me say maybe look at 2 pitches here leading off, but not with this kid. I'm not taking the bat out of this kid's hand. Man, he's a good hitter.
You have a kid hitting .391. Look for a swing here. Misses low and away. Good eye.
Yep, that's not the start Canton Central Catholic wanted.
Lead-off walk for Koblitz. That often spells trouble. That'll bring up Tristan Franks. He's catching for Waynedale. He's hitting .271 on the year. Cam Miller will be on deck with Jordan Miller in the hole.
Yeah, Tristan Franks has, I say, that the line last game that's never happened in the history of baseball before. He had 2 hit by pitches, 1 sacrifice, and 1 catcher's interference. I don't know that I've ever heard of that on a 5 at-bats. The first at-bat was a normal 4-3.
That's a strange sequence indeed.
I talked to his dad for the game, and I told him that. I said, it's never happened in the history of baseball. He goes, really? I said, well, I'm going to say it's never happened. Catcher's interference alone, you don't see that very often.
No ball, 1 strike to count to Franks. That bunt attempt went foul. He'll square around again. That ball in the dirt for ball 1. Good dig by the catcher.
Great dig by the catcher.
That's Nick Hilton back there. If that gets by him, Waynedale gets a free base, and they've got a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, then you can bunt him to third.
There you go. So we'll see here, count is 1-1. Nobody away. Runner on first for Waynedale. Franks will stand in from the left side. He'll square around, pulls it back, misses inside, ball 2.
See, that's just so fundamentally sound. Most kids would try to bunt that ball, but it was a curve ball that was low. He just pulls his bat back and doesn't offer at it.
Showed really good discipline right there.
Absolutely.
2 balls and a strike. Runner's going, the bunt's played down perfectly right in front of the plate. The only play is going to be to first base, and they're not even going to have a play there. How about that? That was a perfectly placed bunt by Tristan Franks. So give him the base hit. The catcher hesitated just for a minute. He thought he had a play at second, and it wasn't there, and by that time it was too late. So for Waynedale, that's going to send to the plate their 3-hole hitter. This is Cam Miller, hitting .398 on the year. Jordan Miller on deck. Waynedale in business early here as they have runners on first and second, nobody out.
Trying to get the official ruling there from how we score that base hit. Okay.
And you got it, Bill. It's nice having that score sitting immediately to your right.
Well, Frank's continuing weird things at the plate. A bunt for a hit.
And that was a perfectly placed bunt. That was out there where there was only one play, and they had to execute it and did not.
And here's your 3-hitter. We talked about the sophomore, Cameron Miller. He might be bunting. A lot of teams wouldn't bunt their 3-hitter, but we'll see if they do.
Not on that one. He got a good cut and fouled that one back to the screen.
Yeah, he squared the first time like he was going to bunt, and then he swung away. Third baseman's way back. First baseman's way back. Anything you get down on, you might be able to beat it out.
The ball's 2 strikes to count here.
Oh, is it 2 strikes? Okay.
2 strikes.
All right.
Buhner on the hill. He'll work from the stretch. Eyes the runner. Delivered to the plate. That's low in the dirt. He's going to get away from the catcher. He'll keep it in front of him, but not before the runners advance.
I think they were running on that play.
I believe they were, too. They had a good jump, didn't they, Bill?
The guy in first wasn't running. He ran after that. But, boy, that's another thing. Just the ball got loose. The guy just goes right away instinctively. So many times people won't do that.
There's a 2-1 pitch. Misses outside 2-2. Now advantage Cam Miller. This pitcher does not want to go down and then full in the count. Look for him to be looking to hit something here. Miller plays at left field for Waynedale. Again, just under 400 on the year at 398. There's a foul ball hit hard to the third base line.
Canton Central Catholic almost conceding the run. Not totally back, but they're certainly not in on the grass. That's one thing as a coach. You look to see where the infielders are. You talk to your guy on third each time. Okay, we're going to score. If it goes to short, third, we're going to run. We're going to stay on the right side. Things like that. You discuss that. You practice that every day.
At this point, they're looking to keep the ball in front of them.
Fly ball, we're going to tag.
There's a delivery by Buhner. Misses the low and away outside. That's going to run the count full, 3-2.
A lot of kids would have swung at that pitch, too. If he had the discipline to take it low.
Placement wasn't bad. Buhner being very careful pitching around him, obviously. 3-2 the count. Here's the payoff pitch. That's lifted high out of play back to the right side. He got a healthy cut at that one. Well, it's turned out to be just an absolutely beautiful night for baseball up here in Massillon. Grounds crew's done a great job. There's the windup and pitch. Swung on and missed for strikeout number 1. Cam Miller goes down swinging.
Changed speeds on him there.
He did, took a little off.
The Bears, shortstop, number 2, Jordan Miller.
One away, that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jordan Miller, with Jaden Schlaball. The DH is on deck. Miller comes in and hitting .325 on the year. He's had 21 RBIs on the year, looking to add 2 more to his total here. And there's a deep drive to left field. That's going back towards the left field, and he'll make the catch. That's going to advance the runner from third base. So a sacrifice fly by Jordan Miller is going to plate Waynedale's first run, and they're up 1-0. Shane Copeland scored on the sac fly to left by Jordan Miller.
That ball was shot. Left fielder was playing pretty deep. I thought it was going to be over his head.
Well, and that was in a little bit of a breeze. We do have a pretty stiff breeze that's picked up in here. It took a little bit off it, but yeah, Bill, that ball was hit hard. So Waynedale has Tristan Franks holding at second base with 2 away, sending Jaden Schlaball to the plate. So Jordan Miller gets another RBI to add to his total of 21. There's a windup and pitch by Buhner. There's a hard hit ball in the left field. That's going towards the left center gap. Center fielder's going to get under it for the third out of the inning. That ball was well hit, but it's a long out.
First inning for Waynedale.
So 1 complete in the book. It's Waynedale 1, Canton Central Catholic nothing. More to come here on WKLM.
At Waynedale, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Waynedale, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Waynedale. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedale.com for a free quote today.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Stop in for the BOGO sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have John Morrell Franks, Pilgrim's Nuggets, Mayfield Ice Cream, Rice-A-Roni Rice, Captain Crunch Cereal, Suddenly Salad, Chex Mixer Bugles, and Fresh Express Italian Salad. Buy one, get one free. We also have Red Baron Deep Dish Pizza, Red Lobster Entrees.
Top of the second inning here for Canton Central Catholic. It's going to be Brock Burke on the DH. He bats in the 5 position. It'll be Noah Barbari on deck with Austin Coy in the hole. On the hill here for Waynedale, Lucas Schroyer. There's the opening pitch. Inning number 2, called strike on the outside corner.
Canton Central Catholic has to feel pretty good about getting out of that inning with only 1 run scoring. They had third and second, no outs.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a wind-up pitch by Schroyer. Misses low and away, ball 1. Count goes 1-1. Waynedale striking early here tonight, up 1-0, top of the second inning. There's Schroyer, wind up and pitch, took a little off of it. Nice breaking ball, strike 2. Got him looking for something fast and took something off, Bill, and twisted him up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this kid, tall, lanky kid, sophomore.
It's a nice build.
I project in 2 years from now, probably going to grow a few more inches, add probably 5-10 mile an hour to the fastball.
That's a pretty intimidating figure on the mound, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got experience in games like this. That's the thing.
And there's a light breaking ball. That's going to be hitting the left field for a base hit. That dropped right in front of the left fielder. So hit number 2 in the afternoon. Good discipline there by Berkman to lay off that slow pitch.
Speaking of youngsters, he is a freshman.
Number 6, Noah Barbari.
Swinging the bat well. That's going to bring up Noah Barbari playing first base. He'll bat in the 6th position. So leadoff runner on for Canton Central Catholic in Berkman. He's at first. Barbari stands in from the left side. Schroyer checks the runner, move to the plate. There's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner.
Running situation right here.
Try to get that runner in scoring position. Tie this game up. Third baseman steps back. Pitch misses low. Ball 1.
He's getting a lot of signs down there at third base. I'm not sure what any of them mean. Maybe nothing.
Schroyer checks the runner. Move to the plate. Swung on and missed. Took a little bit off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Both these coaches do the old-time signs, where they actually move their hands and whatnot. A lot of teams now are doing the wristbands where the coach yells out a number and it corresponds with the play.
Have you picked out the indicator yet, Coach? That's old school. There's a wind-up and pitch. Misses just outside. Good pitch location. Brought the hard one low and away.
But believe it or not, we had a kid who was assigned, your job today is to watch the opposing coach and find the indicator and tell
that doesn't happen, does it, Coach?
Tell me when they're going to steal. No, nobody steals signs.
2-2 the count. Moved to first base, checking the runner, got him back.
We had a kid pretty good at it, too. I got it, Coach. Okay, tell me when they're running.
Is he in the CIA today, or what's he doing today,
Yeah. FBI.
Schroyer, there's a wind-up and pitch. Took a little bit off. There's going to be a base hit in the center field. You got to wonder if these breaking balls are letting him catch up to it. So all of a sudden, Canton Central Catholic has got runners on first and second with nobody out.
It's a silly game. Waynedale hits the ball right in the button to the outfield, and they're outs, and these guys hit, 2 that kind of fall right in there. It's
little dinkers, they count.
I always say it's what I hate about the game, and it's what I love about the game at the same time.
Austin Coy, the center fielder, stands in from the right side.
First baseman really creeping in.
Expecting that bunt. There's a beautiful bunt laid down. Going to be picked up in front of the plate. Throw down. That's going to go into right field. The throw went high. So that's going to bring Berkman around third to score. Berbari moves to third base. And Coy's going to be on first on the throwing error. Just like that, we're tied up. Canton Central Catholic had runners on the corners at first and third, nobody out.
That's actually still scored a sacrifice, even because you can't punish the batter because the catcher threw it in the right field. But it is an E2.
So a sacrifice bunt, E2.
No RBI on that. The runner on first is now on third. Oh, boy.
Waynedale went in a little bit of a predicament here as they got runners on the corners, nobody out. Coy at the plate. Stands in from the right side. That pitch misses just outside.
You know, I watched Waynedale take infield before the game, and every time they threw the ball around, the catcher would purposely drop the ball on the ground, pick it up, and work on the throw. And throwing seeds to first base every time.
That one sailed on him a little bit, went over the first baseman's head. There's a wind-up pitch, misses high. Ball 2.
It wasn't certainly for lack of practice that ball went into right field. He just sailed a little bit. Canton Central Catholic's in business. Think about it, 2 blue hits and a bunt that gets thrown into right field.
Almost small ball, and you get a chance to break it open. There's a pitch swung on a miss.
That was not a small ball swing there by any means.
No, that was going over the building if he would have connected.
That's a big boy, yeah. We said if it's too big, stay on the bus. Not too big for this kid to play right now. Wow. I love seeing swings like that. I'm all excited.
There's a wind-up and pitch. This is high and away. That's ball 3. 3-1 the count.
And that's the 8-hitter swinging like that. Most teams, the 8-hitters, they don't swing like that.
Jeremy Early.
Yeah.
Nice-looking young man, big boy, good-looking athlete. Gets his cuts at the plate. 3-1 the count. Here's the delivery. Check swing, called strike on the outside corner.
That's one thing I'm noticing here, in the regionals is the lineups go all the way down through the 9-hitter.
Yeah. Not a weak one in there, is there?
No, there isn't.
3-2 count, nobody down. There's a pitch by Troyer. Swung on and missed, strikeout number 1 of the inning. That's a big one, Bill.
It wasn't for trying, for sure.
Next for the Crusaders, left field.
That is a big
7,
one.
Jeremy Early.
So now you got to figure if you're the pitcher for Waynedale, you're at the 9 here. I'm going to strike this kid out and get to the top and hopefully get the leadoff batter out. That's the mindset you have to have. I'm going to get the 9-hitter out. I'm not going to let him beat me. And then we're going to worry about the top of the order.
So one away here, top of the second. There's a swing on, ball hit in the left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from third. Berbari's going to come in and score.
At some point, Waynedale outfielders have to come in. That's 3 balls in front of them this inning.
Well, I think maybe they're not realizing with the wind, them balls are just not sailing out there as far.
And I think from his swing, it wasn't a real hard swing. That's probably where he's going to hit the ball, the 9-hitter. You have to constantly adjust as outfielders to the day, the weather, the batter, where you are in the order. All of that matters.
Absolutely. There's a pitch to Bukowski back to the top of the order, the leadoff batter.
You say, okay, what did this kid do last time? He hits a shortstop, so maybe he swings late, a little bit late. So from the shortstop, I want to maybe be in the hole a little bit. Guy on second is going to hold the runner.
There you go.
Waynedale's doing it just the opposite here, but we'll see what happens.
First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Here's a 1-strike pitch delivery. Swung on, lifted in the air towards center field. That should be an easy put away for the center fielder. He'll move under it. He'll hit the cutoff at short. Well done. 2 away. Josh Yoder camped out underneath that one. So 2 down. Runners on first and second for the Crusaders. That's going to bring up Dylan Minnie. He base hit his first time up. Canton Central Catholic has pushed 2 runs across the plate here in the top of the second inning. Troyer checks the runner at second. No throw, nothing going. We'll reset. Troyer checking the defense here, putting him where he wants them. 2 away in the second. Pickoff move, ball goes into center field. Nothing bad will happen out of that, and they almost had him. Good move.
We've seen a few of those moves from Waynedale here the last 2 games. Something they work on.
Yeah, nice little pivot move there. A lot of runners. Troyer worked out of the stretch. There's the delivery. Swung on, that's hit to the right center gap. The right fielder's going to give chase, going back. He'll camp out under for the 3rd out of the inning. That was Hudson Barkman. So with that, that's going to be the 3rd out, but not before the Crusaders do damage, getting 2 runs here in the inning. So after 1.5 in the books, it's Canton Central Catholic 2, Waynedale 1. Back after this on WKLM.
Stop in for the BOGO sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have John Morrell Franks, Pilgrim's Nuggets, Mayfield Ice Cream, Rice-A-Roni Rice, Captain Crunch Cereal, Suddenly Salad, Chex Mixer Bugles, and Fresh Express Italian Salad. Buy one, get one free. We also have Red Baron Deep Dish Pizza, Red Lobster Entrees, Halo Top Ice Cream, IGA Dinner Mix, IGA Granola Bars, IGA Charcoal, and Arm & Hammer Liquid Detergent. All buy one, get one free. That's now through Sunday at Roadie's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And back here at the bottom of the 2nd inning for Waynedale, they're going to lead off with Braden Steiner, 3rd baseman. They'll be followed up by Josh Yoder and Logan Troyer. There's a wind-up pitch. There's a hit in the center field as Brandon Steiner just laced that one on a rope. Though Waynedale gets a leadoff hit, they're in business here in the 2nd inning. Nobody out. Leadoff runner on. That's going to bring up Josh Yoder, the center fielder. Batting .333 on the year. Logan Troyer will be on deck. Officials are chasing the coaches back in the dugout, Bill. They got enough people on the field. They don't want them out there. Josh Yoder at the plate, runner on first, squares around the bunt, holds it back, ball 1.
Of course he squares around the bunt, run first, no outs. That's Waynedale's just what they do.
Fundamental ball, get that runner in scoring position.
It seems like they always have a bunter up at the right time, too. This
Not
kid's a
by
bunter.
accident. Yeah. And a nice bunt laid down there. It'll be right back to the pitcher. Only play goes to first base, throws in time, but not before that advances a runner to second. So sacrifice bunt by Josh Yoder. You can score that one, 1-3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Logan Troyer with Hudson Barkman on deck. Shane Koblenz will be in the hole.
I think we figured out Waynedale had 5 sacrifices last game, and they have 2 already today. And Franks should have been a sacrifice, but ended up being a hit. So that's how you win.
It's unselfish baseball. Strategic baseball, it's fundamental baseball.
And if you're the Canton Central Catholic pitcher right now, just like last inning, you got 8-9 up. I'm going to get 8-9 out. You know, getting both those out because I don't want to get to the top when Shane Koblenz is up. That's how you think. You think batters ahead as a coach and as a player too. I got to get the 8 hitter. Yeah, I got to get the 8 hitter. I got to get the 9 hitter because I don't want Shane Koblenz coming up with people on base because that's how you lose. Really, it is.
So. Buhner down 1-0 in the count here. Nobody out, or 1 out with a runner on second. There's a pitch. Misses high.
Yeah, first pitch in the dirt. Second pitch was some kind of off-speed thing. You just got to throw fastballs down the middle to the 8 hitter and just hope he doesn't hit it. You can't walk him.
There's always that old adage, you don't want to let him catch up to you. Don't let that bottom of the order catch up to your pitch.
Throw fastballs here, throw them down the middle of the plate, and you take your chances. You just can't put this kid on.
2-1 count, misses low and away. That's 3-1.
Because if he gets on, I'm not worried about the 9-hitter. I'm worried about the guy at the top of the order because he's good.
You bring in Shane Koblenz up. We talk about him hitting .391 on the year. That's a big stick. 3 balls, and no strike to count. There's a pitch called strike.
We talked last game. I don't know how many times Shane Koblenz batted. It seemed like he batted 11 times. And this is a situation. Who's got? Oh, he's on deck. How's he up again?
Right.
He's one of those guys. You just fear him. Good comeback by the pitcher. Now you got to throw a strike here.
Got a nice low strike there. Probably good layoff by the batter. Wasn't an ideal pitch on 3
I think he was taking all the way.
Yeah, I think so. So count goes full, 1 away.
Once again, not so much to walk, but to get to Koblenz.
There's the pitch. Missed in the dirt low. That's going to get away. The runner's going to advance to third.
Yep.
Good heads-up base running there by Steiner.
We talk about big moments in a game. That didn't seem like a big moment walking him, but that's a big moment because the guy on deck.
Absolutely.
Totally different inning if you get the 8-9 hitters out, and Koblenz is leading off the third, as opposed to you're going to have a lot of brown runners on here. Guys wearing brown uniforms.
Yep. Logan Troyer on first, Steiner on third. Barkman at the plate, squared around a bunt, misses for ball 1 down low.
Almost a safety squeeze type situation here. Boy, they pull their bat back so well on bunts.
Let's see what they do here with Troyer first, if they're going to move him. Very disciplined bats at the plate, as you said, Bill. There's another pullback on the bunt. Ball misses low for ball 2.
You might even look at a pitch here now, sitting 2-0 as a 9-hitter.
You want to make this kid throw some pitches out there on the mound.
Yeah, I want to get to the guy on deck. I keep saying that. You're going to see why here in a little bit.
Square around the bunt. Pulled it back, but that's a called strike. 2 balls and a strike. Checking the movement of the infield here. Coach Doherty giving the signs down the third base line. Barkman stands in from the right side. There's Buehner's delivery. Offer on the bunt, missed it.
And
Steiner
the third baseman,
all the way down the line.
Third baseman's coming with him, so nobody was at third.
And again, good heads-up base runner by Steiner. He just followed him down the line as far as he could.
Yep.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit to the third base side. That's going to be to the shortstop. Long throw across the field, going to be just in time, but not before that's going to drive in Steiner. So give Barkman an RBI. Out number 2, 6-3 on the putout. Nice play over there by Luke Lukowski.
Yeah, good play, good call by the umpire. He was out by a step. So we got an RBI, run scores, and
we're in a tie ball game, and now Shane Koblenz comes to the plate.
If any of you have listened to me over the year, you know what I'm doing with Shane Koblenz right here. He's not batting. Nobody listens to me.
Well, don't take that personal, Bill. I think everybody listens to you.
He's not batting.
So we're tied up 2-2 here now after that sacrifice RBI by Barkman. Shane Koblenz at the plate here with a runner on second. And a good swing on that one there, fouled back out of play, strike 1. Well, he does not get cheated.
No, he doesn't. He's good. He's a really good player. You don't get 4 hits in a regional game 2 days ago unless you're really good. That's not a fluke.
Another 1-strike pitch. Misses low. Ball 1. Count goes to 1-1.
They don't swing at bad pitches, do they?
Their bat discipline's been very impressive.
I don't know I've seen somebody swinging a ball yet, really.
They don't chase. And that will pay dividends eventually. 1-1 pitch by Buehner. Checks the runner. Now the delivery. Misses inside. That's a tough one to take there, but he backed off. Ball 2.
He wanted that pitch. Inside corner.
Hitters count here, 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second base is Logan Troyer.
Don't throw him a strike fastball. Don't throw him a strike fastball.
Well, he heard you took a little bit off of it, got the strike on the outside
breaking
corner.
Ball. Throw him another one.
2-2 the count, 2 away. Runner on second.
Yep, you got to throw another breaking ball here. Throw a fastball down the middle, he's going to hit it like that.
And he's set on it, and the base hit into right field. That's going to send Troyer around third base. Here comes her throw to the plate. It's going to be over the catcher's head. Troyer's going to score easy. Going down to second base after the throw is going to be Koblenz. He's going to be safe at second. So giving the base hit, he'll take second on the throw, and just like that, Waynedale back on top, 3-2. Shane Koblenz delivers again, Bill.
Nobody listens to me. I don't know why I'm on the radio. I don't know why I'm on the radio.
Keep trying. Somebody will pay attention sooner or later. So the Waynedale goal.
Gee, what a shocker. He got an RBI hit. No
How
kidding.
about that?
He's that good.
For Koblenz, RBI 22 on the year.
If you're Central Catholic, you saw him play. You were here. You watched him play. Don't pitch to the kid.
Waynedale up 3-2. This is going to bring up Tristan Franks to the plate. He got a base hit his first time up.
No, I'm probably going to pitch to Tristan Franks here because the kid on deck's the 3-hitter.
And that's Cam Miller, who hits 398 as well.
Yeah.
Not getting any easier going down the lineup.
Yeah.
Frank stands in from the left side. Here's the pitch, and misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Frank's just always is on base somehow, or moving a runner somehow. He's a great 2-hitter.
Scored 18 runs this year. He's got 23 hits on the year, 20 RBIs.
He's a great number 2 hitter.
Called strike low there. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. He'll have to shorten up, protect here. Waynedale would love to push Koblenz across the plate here, add to this lead. Jenner checks the runner at second. Moves to the plate. Take a little off. There's a base hit in the right field. That's going to squirt down the right field line. That's going to score Koblenz easy from second base. Franks is on first with a hit and an RBI, and Waynedale goes up 4-2. A 3-run inning here so far by Waynedale.
Number 1, Cameron Miller.
Has put them back in the lead, so that's going to bring up Cam Miller, the center fielder. Jordan Miller on deck for Waynedale. Two away here, bottom of the second inning.
Tristan Frank is a good player.
That was a very disciplined at-bat by the young man. The inner's pitch delivered, strike 1 to Cam Miller.
Yeah, I just found out today his father I had in class at Triway, Steve Franks, and his grandmother, Kathy, she went to Northwestern with me back in the day.
You're telling our age here, Bill. Be careful. Wow.
Yes, Grandma.
After swing a hard hit ball to third baseman by Miller, throw to second base for the forced out. And that's where the inning's going to end, but not before Waynedale does some damage here with 3 runs. So they lead 4-2. Back for inning number 3 here on WKLM.
Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
A 3-run second by Waynedale's put them back in the lead by a score of 4-2 here. Headed to the top of the third inning for Canton Central Catholic. It's going to be Luke Spittler and Nick Hilton leading off here for the Crusaders. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying this edition of High School Baseball on WKLM.
Number 16, Luke Spittler.
Thank our special friends at Claxon Communication. You can catch this one on our YouTube channel, courtesy of Claxon Communication. It's Gabe Wright and Andrew Dunlap on duty here with us this afternoon. Troy Fricks and Bill Pym on the call. Good to have you with us. It's regional championship baseball, and there's a strike one foul ball by Luke Spittler.
Here's my next prediction. The score's not going to be 4-2 at the end of the game. You can just write that down.
Well, I think with these Waynedale bats, I'm not going to bet against that call at all. That's a pretty safe bet there, Coach.
Long way to go. This kid right here is a hitter, too.
He is indeed. Troy on the mound here for Waynedale. Delivers a pitch. There's going to be a high fly ball lifted back towards second base. Second baseman back underneath of it makes the catch for out number one. That got a little bit dicey out there. Shane Copeland's moved underneath of that.
Nick Hilton.
Hudson Berkman couldn't back him up, but you could see they was communicating. Good job by the Waynedale defense.
Yeah, I'm letting Shane Colbins catch anything he wants.
Can you tell I like
the kid?
Maybe a little bit.
Just for the record, he's been on base 6 times in a row the last 2 days as a leadoff hitter, 6 straight times.
Nick Hilton stepping in now for the Crusaders. He struck out his first time up. Takes the first pitch for a strike one. Troyer working out of the stretch. There's a wind-up delivery. Misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bill, you just feel like Waynedale, if they get a runner on to start off with, that runner's going to score something. They can just move the runners. Ground ball hit short down the third base line by Hilton. That's going to get by the third baseman for a base hit. So the Crusaders got a base runner on with 1 away in Hilton. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Brock Berkwin.
I always said, when you get done playing, if you look at your uniform, if you're covered in dirt, you played pretty well. The second baseman's in dirt, the first baseman's in dirt, the third baseman's covered up, the catcher's covered up in dirt, the pitcher's covered in dirt. That's how you win.
These kids hustle and they play hard.
Sure do.
There's the pitch by Troyer, misses just outside for ball one. And a nice diving effort over on the third base side by Steiner. Just couldn't get a glove on that one. There's a delivery by Troyer, just low for ball two.
That coach at third is almost in left field.
Well, he's hiding behind the umpire, so you don't
steal
steal his
signs.
signs.
Okay. I mean, he's almost to the fence, and
kind of blends in out there, doesn't he? There's a pitch by Troyer, misses low for ball three.
I was always just the opposite. When I get on third base box, first thing I did is I wiped out the box towards home plate, so I could go down towards home plate as much as I
want. You get rid of them lines, you got free
there was
room
no
in the
line
field.
there. Yeah, I always upset the visiting team when I did that.
The umpire says you get back in the box, coach, there's no box. Pitch misses high. Oh, they got called down a strike, 3-1, slow on the call. 3 balls and a strike, 1 away. Nick Hilton on first. It's Berkwin in the batter's box. Burberry on deck. There's a fly ball lifted in the infield. Shortstop's going to move underneath of that one. And Jordan Miller's going to put it away for out number 2. Score that one F6 for Berkwin on out number 2.
Play for Canton Central Catholic, number 6, Noah Burberry.
Noah Burberry up now for Canton Central Catholic with Austin Coy on deck. Jeremy Early will be in the hole. Burberry scored and got a base hit in the second inning for the Crusaders. 2 away, runner on first base, and Nick Hilton. Troyer set to deliver. There's the pitch, and a called strike one to Burberry. Troyer trying to work out this nice quick move over to first base. Got some nice moves out there for a sophomore, Bill.
Sure does.
Quick release. There's a wind-up and pitch. Swung and strike called on the outside corner. Throw down the second base as the runner goes, not in time.
I think that was a delayed steal.
Well, it was, absolutely.
Yeah. I think I got the sign, too.
Did you get it? You know what it is now? All right.
I do.
All right, we're going to put it on you to
I was
call
going
it
to
in.
say, I think he's running now. No, I better not say, well, he was running.
All right, we'll see if you get it figured out. The next one's on you.
There's a
check
run.
swing.
Nope, got it.
And nice play by the shortstop there as Jordan Miller went back to get that. That could have been another one of those dinkers. But score that F6 for the third out. So after 2.5 in the books, Waynedale holds a 4-2 lead. Back after this on WKLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Bottom of the third inning here from Massillon, Ohio is going to bring up Jordan Miller, the cleanup hitter for Waynedale. He'll be followed up by Jaden Slayball and Braden Steiner as Waynedale looks to add to this 4-2 lead. Bill, we've been talking about it here early on this ballgame, but these Waynedale bats continue to impress, not only with their hitting ability, but their discipline at the plate.
Sure.
They're making Buhner throw a lot of pitches out there. So
Absolutely. Very disciplined team. I just noticed the first baseman, when he holds the runner on, he's a little bit off the base. You don't see that too much in high school, the way he's holding it on. And he came in, and one of the assistant coaches is working with him on coming off the base on the pitch, showing him his footwork. You know, here we are in the regional finals. Season's almost over.
Little things, Coach.
You're still coaching how to come off the base, you know, on a pitch as you hold a runner on. I'm impressed.
Yep, absolutely. So Jordan Miller hitting .325 on the year. He flew out to center field first time up. He'll take a called strike one.
If you're Canton Central Catholic, you want to get out of this inning unscathed, hold them scoreless, and then go hit. You're still in the game, 4-2.
Not panic mode yet. There's a foul ball by Jordan Miller back behind the backstop. That'll take the count 2, and no balls and 2 strikes.
What did you say they were, 19-5, something like that?
19-4 on the year.
19-4, yeah. You don't get to be 19-4 unless you're good.
19-5, you were right.
And
why would I doubt? Why would I doubt you?
and they
You're the
played
teacher. I wasn't.
They played a tough schedule. You read the teams they play. They play a tough schedule.
Well, listen, you're in baseball heaven up here in this area. There's a lot of great teams, and they do load their schedule up.
Sure.
Foul ball on the 2-1 pitch. Count remain 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It really is a storied program, Canton Central Catholic.
Yes, absolutely. Not a strange name.
I think it was Doug Miller was the coach for so many years, legendary coach. They were at state multiple times.
Now, I'll listen to you on that because I couldn't prove you wrong on that one, Bill. 2-2 count for Jordan Miller. Lead-off batter here in the bottom of the third for the Bears. Miller hitting from the right side. Jordan Miller with 25 RBIs on the year and a solo home run. There's a foul ball. Making him throw a lot of pitches, working that pitcher out there. The count holds at 2-2.
I guess he fouled that off, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got a little piece of it. Kind of rattled off the catcher. Umpire doing a good job walking that ball out, giving the catcher time to gather himself a little bit, making sure he's okay. That's a good umpire.
We talk about Tristan Franks getting on base all these times, all these weird ways. He probably hasn't gotten on in a strikeout.
Well, I was just going to say somebody getting hit by a pitch, and on cue, Jordan Miller gets...
Tristan got hit by a pitch twice, but he hasn't. The ball gets by the catcher on a third strike. That would be another one he could do.
Now back for the Golden Bears, number 8, Jaden.
So Jordan Miller on base on the hit batsman. He appears to be okay. Took that one.
What was he sitting, 2-2 in that pitch?
He was 2-2.
Yeah, boy.
2-2, but he had thrown 6 already after a couple of foul balls. So that's going to bring up Jaden Slayball with Waynedale having their leadoff hitter on.
Yeah,
Braden Steiner on deck.
Watching the pitcher's expression, you know he wants that pitch back.
Yeah, a little frustrated. Buhner, there's a wind-up delivery pitch down the middle, called strike one.
the Canton Central Catholic first baseman is more traditional in how he holds the runner with his foot against the side of the base there. The Waynedale first baseman's off a step.
There's Buhner. There goes the runner, and then the runner does hold. That ball gets by the catcher, and now he does go. Started to go, he let off, and the catcher just mishandled the pitch, so Jordan Miller's going to go down to second base on the pass ball.
He's coming back.
What do we have? Do we have interference? What do we call?
Ball hit the end of his bat, I think.
Oh, my. On the pitch.
Yeah.
Coach Doherty over there having a discussion. Now, he's going to concur with the third base umpire. I think Coach Doherty just asked him to ask for a little help on that. Now, I didn't see that from my angle here. You think that went off the end of his bat?
Well, the batter's pointing to the end of his bat.
Well, that's a good way, isn't it?
He's going right here to hit my bat.
Well, now they're all four going to gather over there and talk about it, so they'll have a conference here. That's going to give us a second here to pay a couple compliments here to our people here at Massillon Stadium. They've done a great job not only getting this field ready, but the crew up here in the press box, public address announcer, scorekeeper. Been a friendly bunch. They do a great job. We got to tell a story, something happened in the pregame show. Somebody lost a hearing aid. Our public address announcer announces that somebody lost a hearing aid. Now, I don't think anybody came up to claim it yet because they couldn't hear him. All right, they've got that sorted out, and count's going to be no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Runner will go back to first base, so that was going to be called a foul ball.
Not only is Waynedale good, they're honest, too. The batter's going to hit my end of my bat. You're supposed to act like I hit your hand, aren't you?
Well, you know what? You can't fault the kid for that.
No, you can't.
There's a throw over to first base by Buhner, not in time. The runner gets back safely.
Remember the old days they hit you on the foot and you went to see if there was shoe polish on the baseball, right?
Yeah, I polished my shoes, didn't you? There's a pitch. Swung on, strike 3. So that's going to be the second strikeout of the afternoon for Buhner.
Yeah, that's rare you see a swing like that from a Waynedale batter. I think he got fooled on the
He did,
pitch.
crossed him up.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up Brandon Steiner now, the third baseman, hitting in the 6th spot. Josh Yoder will be on deck. One away here in the home half of the third inning. Waynedale up 4-2. Troy Fritz and Bill Pym with you here. Glad to be here and glad to have you with us. Move over to first base, throw over, gets by the first baseman, and that's going to send Jordan Miller now down to second base on the wild throw. So now he is on second base, and Waynedale and Biz with a 1 out and the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, boy, those are backbreakers. Waynedale was going to bunt, didn't get a bunt, struck him out instead, but then you throw it away, so he's where he would have been had he bunted, you know.
So Braden Steiner, base hit, first inning and scored. Base hit here could get him RBI number 23 on the year. He lifts that one, foul out of play, and boy, he wants that one back.
He stung the ball last time leading off the second inning.
He just missed that one, as we say. Got underneath of a little bit. Steiner hits .367 on the year thus far. Buhner getting his sign from the catcher, taking his time. He'll step back off the mound. Showing good composure out there, trailing in this game 4-2. Steiner stands in on the right side, takes the pitch. Swung on, lifted high in the air towards center field. It's going to be shallow. Not enough for the runner to tag. And that'll be put away for out number 1 as Austin Coy moved in underneath of that one. Score that one F8 for out number 2.
Next for the Golden Bears.
That'll bring up Josh Yoder. Logan Troyer on deck.
Now, once again, you got 2 outs and first base open, so you ask yourself, would I rather see Josh Yoder or Logan Troyer? Who do I want? Which of those 2 do I want?
Well, Josh Yoder hitting .333, Logan Troyer hitting .301. There's not hardly an easy pick there. Both good hitters.
Okay.
Buhner, he'll step back off the mound, checking that runner at second.
So I go back to the last game. Yoder line out to right, 2 hits, 6-3. pretty good.
Gooder takes the pitch outside. Ball 1.
Logan Troyer last game had 3 sacrifices in a single, so there's not too many weak spots in this
There's
lineup.
not too many in this lineup at all. As you watch him go down through here, that becomes very apparent. There's a swing hit in the right field, going to be right at the right fielder as he'll move under it. That's going to be put away for out number 3. So after 3 complete in the books, Waynedale 4, Canton Central Catholic 2. This is high school tournament baseball on WKLM.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
As a former Waynedale baseball coach for over 12 years, amassing 5 Wayne County Athletic League titles and 4 regional tournament berths while coaching 4 players who are now in the Wayne County Hall of Fame, including the only 2 area players at that time to compete in the North-South All-Star Game, Tom Capek is proud to be a sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC offers practical plans for auto, home, property, commercial, and life insurance, serving Wayne, homes, and the surrounding areas. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC, located at 12955 Emerson Road in Kidron. Call 1-877-857-1975.
And welcome back here to Massillon, Ohio, as we're getting ready for the top of the 4th inning here, as the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders are going to send their 7, 8, and 9 batters to plate in Coy, Early, and Buhner. They trail 4-2. Waynedale jumped out on top here early, 1-0, but Canton Central Catholic come back, got 2 runs in the second to take a 2-1 lead in the top of the second, but a big 3-run burst for Waynedale in the bottom half of that inning put them out to this 3-2 lead.
Every inning's different. You break it down, okay. I'm looking 7, 8, 9. If I'm Waynedale, I'm getting all 3 of them out, so I don't have to see the top of the order this inning.
That'll give them one less chance as this game gets later in the innings, Bill. That's a great point.
If I'm Canton Central Catholic, I'm just trying to get one of those 3 on, get him to second base so I can have my leadoff hitter drive him in and make it a 4-3.
Good strategy. There's Schroyer's pitch. Swung on for strike 1 to Coy. Coy reaching a sacrifice in the second inning. There's a wind-up delivery. Swung on for strike 2. Kept the ball down low. They're not going to hurt him down there.
Yeah, bottom of the order, you got to throw strikes, throw fastballs. Don't get too cute. Just get the ball over the plate. He's missed 2 pitches. Missed him pretty badly.
Up around his eyes somewhere here. Took a little off outside. I'm with you. I want to just bring that heater and go right after him. 2 balls and a strike. We'll see if you set him up for something high and inside here. There's the pitch. Took a little bit off of it. That's fouled off to the right side.
Had him fooled, yeah. Had him fooled.
Good discipline there by the batter to sit on that, just to get rid of it. Wasted the pitch. That's a good pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the delivery. Swung on, fouled back, got a piece of it.
That was his, that was his best swing yet.
He got a good level cut on that one. Now Austin Coy. Canton Central Catholic has stranded 4 runners here so far in this ball game. Waynedale's left 3 on base. There's the pitch. Just missed outside. Count goes 2-2.
You don't want to walk him. Top of the order for Canton Central Catholic's too good.
There's a pitch. Foul ball. Good job by Coy staying alive in there, making Troyer throw some pitches. Count remains 2-2.
If I'm not mistaken, Coy was not in the lineup yesterday.
That is correct. He was a late entry here today.
Correct.
Remind folks, we was here last night getting ready to go. We had some rain early, and they called this one about 5:45 last night, said come back tomorrow. Another foul ball by Coy. Wasting a lot of pitches out there. This is a good at-bat no matter what happens.
heard him saying there was some game up in the northwest part of the state. They started after 8 o'clock last night because of the rain. They had lights, but
I'm sure that was a late finish. Foul ball lifted back out of play.
They didn't finish it. The rains came, and they had to finish it tomorrow. Trouble with that, as we said, is if you go over 30 pitches.
Yeah.
Your pitchers are shot. They can't come back the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
pitch count goes to 7 on this batter right here after these foul balls.
Question the wisdom of starting a game after 8 o'clock in regional finals.
There's a pitch. Swung on, foul ball. Bill, as a pitcher, when you're out there throwing your best off and they just keep hitting foul balls, that starts to get frustrating.
Well, yeah, you might come back with a breaking ball now. He's proven that he's on your stuff now.
Yeah.
You threw the first 2 by him, but now he's fouling it off.
Don't want to give him something good here. Make him chase. Troyer will wind up the pitch. There's a fly ball lifted towards right field. And going back for Waynedale is going to be Barkman. He'll camp out underneath of it, put it away for out number 1.
Next for the Crusaders, number 9, Jackson Keene.
That's going to bring up Jeremy Early with Nolan Buhner on deck. That's the 8 and 9 hitters. Bill, as you said, they wanted to get that first one out. They did. So on the number 8, 1 away. Early struck out his first time up in the second inning.
Jackson Keene, I believe. Jackson Keene.
We have a wrong name in the lineup.
Do I have
Jackson
it
Keene?
Jackson Keene's up, yep.
There's Troyer. The wind up and pitch. And called strike on the outside corner. 1-1's the count.
He struck him out last time. We talked about how good his swing was, though. They got him out with fastballs.
And that one misses low in the dirt. Now this young man here is a good-looking athlete, big young man. He does have a good cut. Here's Troyer. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Count go 2-2. 1 out here, top of the 4th inning. Waynedale holding on to a 4-2 lead. Winner advances to the state semifinals next weekend. There's the windup and pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. Count holds 2-2. Looks like these Crusaders are starting to catch up to his pitches a little bit. They're putting a little bit more bat on.
Yeah, you almost have to place it with this kid. He's got that same swing, the same place every time. Beautiful swing. But you got to maybe go down to his knees.
Get him out of his groove a little bit. Yep. There's a wind-up and pitch. Breaking ball, made him reach for that nice diving stop at third base. Throw over to first base.
Are you
kidding me? Going to be in time. How about that play?
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Brandon Steiner comes up with a big diving stop at third, a one-hop bounce, and a good dig over at first base as he went down and dug that one out. My goodness gracious.
Crusaders, number 7, Jeremy Early.
Brooks Robinson would be proud on that. Diving stop, throws a bullet, a one-hop, and the first baseman digs it out.
Oh, my goodness gracious, what a play. Record that one for out number 2.
But I just talked about how the first baseman came in last inning and the coach is working with him. That's no accident he caught that ball.
Absolutely not. There's a wind-up and pitch, misses just low and away for ball 1. Had some pop on that one.
He's only a sophomore.
Whew. There's a wind-up and pitch. Misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases are empty as we've got 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning for the Crusaders. Troyer, the pitch. Foul ball, back out of play. That's strike 1. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we said when the inning started you wanted to get him 1, 2, 3. So you don't need to see the top of the order. I think we're out of balls. Up here in the press box, we have a lot of balls up here.
Well, somebody's throwing them in from the left side. That was their balls just coming out the window. That's our scoreboard keeper getting up to take care of that duty as well. They can do everything up here. These guys been around a while, I think, Bill.
Yeah. Not too much that happens that they don't think of.
They've done a great job here tonight getting this field ready to play baseball, and we have a beautiful night for ball here in Massillon, Ohio.
There's so many people here that if a foul ball goes in the crowd, and you wouldn't know who didn't throw it back.
You think there's some souvenirs staying out there?
I think there are.
That pitch misses outside, 3-1.
You're supposed to throw it back in high school.
Well, they made that announcement early, but maybe not everybody heard it. Maybe they all lost their hearing aids out there. Fly ball lifted towards center field. Moving out underneath it, that's going to be Josh Yoder. He'll put it away out, number 3. So in the top half of the fourth, it's 3 up, 3 down for the Crusaders. Waynedale coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth. That's coming your way next here on WKLM.
Waynedale Funeral Home with locations in Mount Eaton and Brewster can help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of your loved one. Whether it is a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique ceremony, Spidell Funeral Home is there to help you with all the decisions. For more information, call 330-359-5252. Spidell Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Waynedale Golden Bears.
For the best pizza, chicken, and ice cream, stop by Kidron Pizza. They're proud to continue serving the same delicious, mouth-watering pies that have won the hearts of pizza lovers everywhere. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedication to excellence, every bite is a celebration to their legacy and the flavors of the community. Located at 4692 Kidron Road in Kidron. They offer delivery within a 10-mile radius. Call 857-3000 to place your order. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 8, closed Sunday and Monday. Join them in tasting tradition for yourself. Kidron Pizza, where the tradition continues.
Regional finals.
And we are back here for the home half of the fourth inning. Waynedale up 4-2. Score update from around the area in girls softball. It's Garraway and Gibsonburg all tied up 3-3 in that state semifinal matchup right now. But for here in the bottom of the fourth, it's Waynedale up 4-2. And they're going to send Logan Troyer, the 8-batter, up to the plate. It'll be Hutzman Barkman on deck, and then back to the top of the order will be Shane Koblenz in the hole for the Golden Bears. Beener still on the mound for the Crusaders. Starts out with a strike across the knees.
You know, it is pretty amazing. Claxon Communications that films these games that you could sit at home and watch a high school regional final game from the comfort of your living room.
We talked about that the last time we was together, Bill. It's amazing today, isn't it?
It really is.
And I think it's a good thing. It's a great opportunity for people that can't get here to still see ball games and catch up with a grandson, nephew, or neighbor, whatever it may be. Very thankful for our partnership with Claxon Communication. It's Gage Wright and Andrew Dunlap on duty here with us today. Troy Fritz and Bill Pym. Glad to have you with us.
They came out to West Holmes and did some of our games when I was getting late in my career there. And
there's a line drive right back to the pitcher by Logan Troyer. Caught for out number 1.
Our fans were saying, Coach, you got to see the TV. It's like a major league game. They got cameras and everywhere, and they're on the bench, and they had you giving signs, and like, wow.
That's your claim to fame, Coach?
My claim to fame.
For Waynedale, it's going to be Hudson Barkman up. He grounded out the shortstop his first time up. Takes a called strike on the outside corner for strike 1.
Last year, YouTube showed up. I was just playing on my TV, looking at YouTube, and all of a sudden, the St. Clairsville game, my last game, my coach came up.
There you were.
I'm like, I didn't want to see it. I could only handle about 2 or 3 innings of it. I had to turn it off. We got hammered pretty good. That's how I went out.
Not the way to end your career.
No, it wasn't.
And then it happened to just pop up again. There's a fly ball lifted into shallow center fielder. Center fielder coming in, and he'll move under to make the catch. As that was Austin Coy coming in there for out number 2.
When I was at Triway, we were in the districts. We got upset by Smithville. Not that I remember, but I waited 28 years to make up for that loss and get back in. So, not that I remember.
You know, the longer you talk, you're telling everybody how old you are and how long you've been around.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I know.
But I'm going to tell you still look 39. You're in good shape. Good to have you here, buddy.
I hoped you'd say I was 38, but.
Well, you get 39, that's all you're going to get.
And while we're talking, look who's up again.
Yeah, Shane Koblenz. He scored twice tonight, got a base hit. He reached on a walk. He took strike 1 there. That one misses high for ball 1. 1-1 the count, 2 away. Waynedale back at the top of the order. Shane Koblenz with Tristan Franks on deck. Cam Miller will be in the hole. Breaking ball there as you see Buhner being really careful what he throws him.
If you have to face him, this is probably a good time to do with nobody on base and 2 outs.
Yep. There's a pitch. Swung on, hit, foul out of play down the right field line. Count's going to go to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That was a ball that he swung on. That would have been 3-1.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often. That tells me he doesn't want to walk. He wants to hit the ball.
There's a wind-up pitch by Buhner. Misses low and away.
What are we sitting at, 3-1 now? Okay.
Should be 3-1.
So he swung at a 2-0 pitch. Yeah, that was down at
That makes more sense.
Okay.
There's a wind-up pitch, 3-1 count. Low in the dirt, ball goes back to the screen.
For the 7th consecutive time he's on base.
Well, that's 3 tonight, 2 walks and a base hit. And that's going to bring up Tristan Franks. He's got an RBI tonight. Base hit in the second.
I used to tell my leadoff hitter, if you bat 5 times, you should be on base 3 times. That's how you can tell if you had a good game or not. So this kid's already been on 3 on 3. So
I'm going to say he's having a good game.
Yeah.
And with that, they want to talk about it here for Canton Central Catholic. So we'll take a quick break, come back after this on WKLM.
Koblenz Painting in Holmesville, proud sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears, is your go-to for top-quality spray painting. From commercial interiors and exteriors to residential exteriors and even steel buildings, new and old, they do it all. Family-owned for over 30 years, Kevin Koblenz is a third-generation spray painter who takes pride in every brush stroke. For craftsmanship you can trust, call Koblenz Painting at 330-231-3974. That's 330-231-3974. Koblenz Painting, painting with pride, built on tradition.
All right, we are back here. Conference is over on the mound. Coach is reading text. Is that from your wife, Bill? Bill's getting text from his wife.
No, but whoever it is, they said they're really enjoying the game.
All right, well, somebody's enjoying listening to us. It's not his wife. And there's a steal there as Koblenz takes off to second base. He's going to be in, thrown out in time. So to go along with everything else, give Koblenz a stolen base. So now Waynedale, with 2 outs, has a runner in scoring position.
And a little more dirt on his uniform.
They're going to take him through the car wash on the way to wash that one.
You can't even read the Bears on the front of his jersey.
And there's a wind-up pitch. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. Well, ball 2.
We were in this situation last inning, second base. We talked about first base open, 2 outs, and Franks got the hit down the right field line. So
they could use another one there. He's got that 1 RBI already, looking for another.
He's really a good player. You know.
Well, I like his composure here. He wasn't ready. He's going to step back out, make sure he gets done what he wants. Up in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. He gets something good here. Look for him to give it a rip. And he did, and that's low in the dirt. That's going to send Koblenz over to third base. And the count's going to go to 3-0 on the pass ball.
Waynedale always has good catchers. Coach McDowell, when he was there, he always had good catchers. If he didn't have one, he made one into a catcher. You know, that's how you win. It starts really, well, obviously on the mound, but the catcher too. It's so important.
That battery's important, but that catcher maybe, as you said, just as equally important as what the pitcher is. And there's a called strike at the knees. Good job by Buhner to come back and groove on there to get back in. 3-1 to count.
Buhner wants to get this out. You want to keep the score at 4-2. He's certainly still in the game.
Absolutely. There's a pitch and a ball 4. Well, that's going to send Tristan Franks down to first base. That'll be his 3rd time on the base pass tonight on the walk. Cam Miller up. Jordan Miller on deck. Cam's hitting .398 on the year. He struck out in the first, reached in the second.
Franks has been on base 5 times in a row for the last 2 games. He has a little streak going on.
Getting to be a familiar place down there. That pitch misses low and away.
Well, to put that in perspective, what we say, Koblenz has been on, 7 times in a row, and Franks has been on 5. So 12 times in a row, the top 2 hitters for Waynedale have been on base.
And your odds to score with that pick up increasingly when you have those kind of numbers.
That's got to be a world record.
Well, let's somebody call Guinness Book, see what we can find out.
12 times in a row, the top 2 hitters for Waynedale have been on base.
That's impressive. 1-1 the count. 2 away here. Waynedale with runners on the corners. Buhner steps back off the plate. Let's see what they do with Franks here. 1-1 the count. get the indicator. You got the sign. Franks
wasn't watching.
Buhner, the delivery. Franks holds. Pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
This is a big part of the game right here. We talk about moments in a game that determine the winner and loser. This is one of those moments Canton Central Catholic has to get out of this unscathed. Lead the score at 4-2.
See what Waynedale does here. Runners on the corners. There's the pitch. Misses low. Count goes to 3-1.
Yeah. I think he's getting tired.
You took the words out of my mouth. You can see the pitch is slowing down a little bit. His rhythm's a little slower.
Yeah, I see the pitching coach just signaled down to the bullpen to hurry up. So
we all are seeing the same things there. He's thrown a lot of pitches out there so far, and that one misses for ball 4.
Yeah, it might be time to get him out of there.
So that walk's going to load him up with 2 down, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Jordan Miller. Hitting .325 on the year. He flew out to center field the first time up. He took one in the back next time up on the hit pitch.
Well, if you're Waynedale here, you have to be patient to play. He's just walked 2 batters in a row. The last thing you want to do is make an out on the first pitch because you're so anxious. I'm making him throw me a strike right here.
After those last pitches, absolutely. And there's another one. That's 5 straight balls.
Yeah, we're still looking at pitches here.
You got to make him throw a strike before you offer it anything.
I agree.
1-0 the count. We got 2 away, but Waynedale with a base hit here to crack this one open. Buhner out of the stretch. Bases are juiced. He'll step back off. He's tired, you can see that, but he's showing good composure on the mound. Trying to muster up enough strength to get out of this inning. There's the wind-up and pitch. Swung on and missed. That was a cut. Whew.
Wow. I said to take a strike, but if you're going to swing like that.
Well, when you have a kid hitting .325, here's your cleanup hitter. I imagine he's got the green light.
My, what a swing.
Count goes to 1-1, 2 away. There's Buhner's pitch. Misses high. Good discipline there to lay off that. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I got a feeling this kid's going to get a hit here.
No place to put him on the base pass. He's got to pitch to him.
Yeah, his velocity is down.
And he set on that one. It took a little bit extra off of it. Jordan Miller fouled that one back. So count goes to 2-2.
Threw him a breaking ball. This kid's not getting cheated at all.
No. Now you got to keep him off balance.
If he hits, he's probably going to pull it.
You make a mistake here, he's going to make you pay for it big time.
Something to the left side.
Yep. Buhner gets a signal. Here's the delivery. There's the pitch. Swung on and went down low to get it. Fouled away out of play. Count holds 2-2. Regional championship game here this afternoon. Winner moves on to the state tournament next week on. There's Buhner. Foul ball on the left field line. The crowd scatters.
That's where it's going when he hits it. Shortstop needs to be in the hole a little bit. He's got a pull swing, definitely.
Yeah, with a pull swing like that, you can look for something off speed or breaking ball here.
Yeah.
Catcher's giving the signs. He'll set up. Looks like he's going to set up inside. And got him on the inside breaking ball. Wow. Good pitch. That doesn't happen very often, but the strikeout gets him out of the inning with the bases loaded. So after 4 complete in the books, it's Waynedale's 4, Canton Central Catholic 2. Back after this on WKLM.
Dreaming of a perfect affordable home? Discover family-owned Hartford Homes. Hartford Homes, with over 50 years combined experience in the construction industry, offers turnkey homes including all land improvements, resulting in a stress-free custom home built for you. Our commitment to quality, community, and sustainability sets us apart. Visit HartfordHomesOhio.com today to schedule your visit. Tour inside 2 different model homes or browse our 22 online models. Discover Hartford Homes in Jeromesville and start your journey to a dream home.
Luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Top of the 5 innings coming your way next. It's Luke Vlakowski as Canton Central Catholic will be top of the order here. It's Vlakowski, Minnie, and Spittler. Hitters 1, 2, and 3. As they're going to try to get something going here in the 5th inning. And Bill, in my experience over time here, high school ball, whether it's softball or baseball, 5th inning is a critical point for a pitcher. You're getting maybe into that 3rd time through the lineup here for the other hitters. Maybe your endurance is wearing down a little bit. I've always viewed this as a very critical inning for a pitcher to get through.
You read my mind, took the words out of my mouth, really. You know, so many times high school kids, they wait till the 7th inning, everybody's up. No, it's too late then.
Exactly.
5th inning with the top of your order up, if you're going to do some damage, Canton Central Catholic, this is the inning to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This game certainly is not over yet by any means.
Oh, no. Canton Central Catholic, a good program. They can score runs. And there's a hit towards the center field. They're going to be running in. Make the play. Good diving catch out there is going to be Josh Yoder. And wow. Robbed him of a hit there. And those are the kind of plays that will make or break an inning. And mark that one down in your book. If you had a play of the game, that might be it.
Well, let's not forget, Canton Central Catholic's first 3 hits were bloops that fell in. And what did we say? The outfielders have to move in a little bit.
Absolutely.
And guess what?
They heard you. They listened to you.
No, they didn't listen to me. Somebody over on the bench is telling them that.
They made a good adjustment.
We said, we've been saying all game, they don't miss anything at Waynedale. Every little detail.
It's the little things that matter.
You don't move that center fielder in, that kid gets on base. Now you got a runner on, no outs. You know, here we go.
Totally different view for that point.
Totally.
But count is 1-1. There's 1 out, so 1's across the board here. Second hitter of the inning is Dylan Minnie. There's a 1-1 pitch, misses low in the dirt for ball 2. Score update in the Garraway girls softball state semifinal. They're tied up 4-4 with Ginsburg in the 4th inning. They got a good one going on down there. Jake Seidel's got that call, and there's a base hit in the left field by Minnie. So the Crusaders have something working here in the top half of the 5th inning with a runner on and 1 away.
Crusaders number 16.
Another bloop single that kind of fell in. Had that center fielder not gotten that first batter out, you'd be looking at first and second, no outs. Probably not going to bunt here with your 3-hitter up, down 2. Let this kid swing away because he certainly can swing.
It's Luke Spittler, the 3-hitter. Nick Hilton is on deck. There's a wind-up and pitch. Called strike 1.
They struck him out once, and he popped up the second once. I don't think you can count on that every time with this kid.
Yeah,
he's dangerous.
Good hitter indeed. Troyer still showing good strength on the mound. There's the move to first, holding the runner over there. Up 1 strike in the count.
We talk about, circling the kid's name before the game and not letting that kid beat you. This is the kid right here up the bat that you don't let beat you.
He hits in that 3-hole for a reason.
Yep.
Troyer checks the runner. There's the pitch. Took a little bit off. There's going to be a hard hit ball. That's going to be turned to a foul ball. That was going towards the third base line. They called it foul, and
oh my.
Boy, that umpire was right on the line. I got to tell you, from my perspective, I thought it was going to land fair.
It kept curving.
But he was right there. And boy, you said it, Spittler. He put a bat on that one. That was a good rip.
That's the hardest hit ball I've seen in the 2 games here.
Well, until tonight, they put the bat in the ball, but to your point, they've been kind of little dinkers or hitting it soft. Yeah. That one was ripped.
It just kept curving.
Folks, that's a long strike.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes to count, 1 away. Runner on first. That's Minnie. Spittler on the right side. Takes the pitch. Just missed.
Back in the old days, you wouldn't have a fence running down the left field line. The ball would hit fair and it just keep rolling.
Rolling
past the fence.
Right?
Yeah, the cornfield. Really wasn't inside the park home run. It would be some kind of home run, cornfield home run.
There you go.
Man, that ball was
1-2 pitch. And struck him out. That's a big one. Brought the high heat. He had some pop on that one. I don't think we're worried about him getting tired just yet.
Wow. Crusaders, number 12, Nick Hilton.
That's going to bring up Nick Hilton. Brock Berkwin on deck here for the Crusaders. 2 away, top of the 5th.
Don't sleep on this kid either. This kid can hit the ball too.
Got a base hit back in the 3rd inning, struck out his first time up. Waynedale looking to make another trip back to the state semifinals. Canton Central Catholic trying to stand in their way. There's a pitch by Troyer, misses just high for ball 1. Brock Berkwin on deck, Noah Burberry in the hole here for the Crusaders in the top of the 5th. Troyer on the mound for the Golden Bear. We got a runner on first. There's the pitch. Foul ball back to the screen. Count will go to 1-1.
He's swinging from his heels too.
If he's on his heels, I'm going to bring him some high heat. Let's see what he does. Troyer checks the runner. And they got him. They got him in a pickle. Throw to first. He takes off. And now bad throw. He's going to get down to second when they should have had him out. That was a great move there by Troyer.
Error on the first baseman?
I would say. We'll see what they score that here, but I would have to say a throwing error for sure.
You know, we talk about the first baseman being a step off, you know, when he holds him on, so he was that much closer on the throw, too.
Got a little bit in a hurry. They had him dead to rights out there, but nonetheless, Minnie's on second base, now scoring position. There's a pitch that misses high for ball 2. So count goes 2 balls, 1 strike, still 2 away.
This kid kind of does the Juan Soto stare at the pitcher after the pitch. Juan Soto scares me up there.
I wouldn't want to pitch to him either.
Look at that kid staring at him. He just stares right at him.
3-1 the count.
Yeah, this kid has no fear at all.
And if you're at this point, you got first base open, the runner on second. Do you put him on?
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Another good move there by Troyer.
What's the count? 3-1?
3-1.
Yeah, put him on.
I'm thinking you got that base open. Don't waste a pitch. Get to that next hitter.
Yep.
Cleanup hitter at the plate. There's a 3-1 pitch.
Oh.
Check swing, didn't go. It's going to miss just a hair high for ball 4.
I love the way he looks at the pitcher. Love it.
You like that gamesmanship out there.
That might have been the best thing.
You got a kick out of the team standing on the first and third base lines before the game, staring each other down.
I did. Like I say, if it's too big before you go back to the bus, sit down there and play Candy Crush on your phone, okay?
Kind of gets those juices flowing, doesn't it, Coach?
Oh, my gosh.
2 away here. Runners on first and second. And there's a called strike to Berkwin. Fun stuff. Nothing like high school baseball.
This is a freshman, you know. I'm pitching around Hilton to get to the freshman. That's just me.
He's got a base hit and scored so far this afternoon.
Do you realize if that ball down the line had been fair?
We got a different ball game right now.
1 run score and that runner would have been on second, yeah.
Absolutely. Game of inches.
It is a game of inches.
And that one there might have been a half an inch. 1-1 the count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Just outside.
Yeah, I got a feeling if had there been a replay like in the major leagues, that might be one you challenge. Just look at it. I think it was foul.
It was close. Third base umpire did a good job getting in position there.
Sure.
There's Troyer. The pitch. This is low. 3-1.
Strike.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Yep.
2-2. You're right. Count is 2-2, not 3-1, so it goes to 2-2.
Big moment in the game right here.
This is a big pitch. 2-2, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Berkwin at the plate. Troyer will back off. They'll reset.
We said at the beginning of the inning, you know, Canton Central Catholic, this is your inning right here. This is your chance. This batter right here, big determinant whether you score or not.
There's a wind-up and pitch. Ooh, tough to take there, but missed just outside.
Count goes full. It too. So we got full count, 2 outs. Everybody's running. Good time for a pickoff if you got one. Especially with a lefty, sneak the first baseman in on him and pick him off first. We did that a lot.
Minnie at second, Hilton on first. There's the pitch. Fly ball lifted in the shallow left field, drifting towards the foul line, and that's going to drift out of play off the pavilion roof.
Off the hitting pavilion roof, I might add.
Amply named.
Nice to have a hitting pavilion at
my.
a program you coach at. You have a hitting pavilion and an indoor turfed
facility.
Practice. Oh, my gosh. Be a dream as a coach.
And as a player to get to use facilities like this.
Yeah.
And that's how you produce ball players. Full count, 2 away. Runners will be moving.
Yep, told you, pickoff. It's, like I said, it's a great time to sneak one at the first baseman in behind and picking. He's way off. It's there if
There's
they
a
want
pitch. And missed just low, ball 4.
Wow.
That's tough to take with 2 strikes, but a good eye. So Burke went on, and now bases are loaded up here for Canton Central Catholic.
He wanted both those last 2 pitches.
He did.
It's hard to tell up here.
That's going to bring in Burberry to hit now. He got a base hit and scored in the second.
Don't forget, Waynedale brought the pitcher in the other day who can come in today again. He was under 30 pitches, but now since there's a day off, he could be under 50 pitches.
So we're going to make a change here. They're going to talk about it. Let's see what they do.
Well, baseball logic would say you replace him, but you got to have somebody to replace him with. That's the thing.
Exactly.
You know.
So they're going to let Troyer stay on the mound. They just want to talk about it here, talk through the situations. And you've talked about it throughout this game. This Waynedale coaching staff, they don't leave any stones unturned. They've done an outstanding job managing this ball game here this afternoon.
I hear my father, my deceased father, in my ear right now. He was a baseball coach at Northwestern. He always said, if you think about taking him out, take him out. One better too soon than one better too late.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see here. Bases are loaded. Burberry up at the plate, and there's going to be a base hit in the center field, so one run's going to score. They're going to hold the other runner at third base as the throw's cut off at the mound. And just like that, a base hit, and we've got a 1-run game. So Noah Burberry gets an RBI hit.
Now batting number 1, Austin Coy.
That's going to bring up Austin Coy. He had a sacrifice bunt in the second, flew out to right field in the fourth. Well, Dylan Minnie comes across the plate here for the Crusaders to make it a 4-3 game in the bottom of the fifth. 2-way. And you might see Troyer starting to tire out there a little bit.
Yeah, he is tiring.
Kind of lost that pitch as it sailed high and away. Ball 1. Ball 2 on the way. That's hit towards center field. Going to be lifted high in the air. And moving underneath of it for the third out is going to be Josh Yoder.
Big out.
So not before the Crusaders push one more across the plate to cut this to a 1-run game. 4.5 in the books. 4-3 is your score. Back after this on WKLM.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Waynedale, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Waynedale, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Waynedale. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedale.com for a free quote today.
Bottom half of the fifth inning coming your way next. We've got a 1-run game, 4-3, Waynedale in the lead. And Bill, this time in the tournament trail, you don't see any bad games. We've got a dandy going on here. This is a good one.
We did say the final score wouldn't be 4-2, right?
Well, you said that, yeah. You just feel like these Waynedale bats are just waiting to kind of break open here.
Yeah.
Waynedale's left 6 runners on base here tonight.
Yep. You let Canton Central Catholic hang around, and that's what happens. You get a little rally. They were inches away from taking the lead,
Yes,
like
they
you
were.
said, or half inches away with a base loaded right there.
So for Waynedale here in the home half of the fifth, they'll lead off with the 5 spot here. This is Jaden Schlabel, the DH. Braden Steiner will be on deck. Josh Yoder in the hole, followed by Logan and Troyer and Hudson Barkman. There's Buhner, starts out with a strike. He's still on the mound here for the Crusaders.
So if I'm Coach Doherty, I'm looking already at the next bottom of the inning. Who do they have up? 8-9. Can I get 8-9 out with the pitcher I had in there? Does he have enough left? This pitcher was pretty well cooked last inning, too, and they brought him back out.
Showing a little bit of freshness right now. That pitch missed low and away for ball 1. The count goes to 1-1. See how his endurance goes here. Maybe they're trying to get a couple batters out of him and see how far he can go.
Yeah, you got to remember, in the regional finals, your number 1's already been pitched, so you can't bring him in. So you're going to have to bring in number 3. Do you trust number 3 in a regional final game with a zillion people here to do the job?
Well, and there is a zillion people out here, as you said. There's people up and down both baselines. There's a fly ball lifted into center field. And moving around for number 1, that's going to be Keene. So 1 away.
Number 23, Braden Steiner.
That's going to bring up Braden Steiner for Waynedale. Josh Yoder on deck.
Jaden Schlabel in the 2 games has had 3 fly balls to center field.
That's his second of the night. He struck out as well back in the third. Wind up and pitch to Steiner. Called strike 1.
I like this kid's swing, too. Steiner in the 6th hole.
Has a good stance in the batter's box. There's the wind up and pitch. Swung on, hit deep to left field. That's going to push him back to the fence. Going back. Guy's out of here. Oh, my. Over the big wall. That's way out of here.
I really like his swing now.
Oh, boy. Brandon Steiner steps up with a solo home run here in the home half of the 5th, and he caught all of that one. Wow.
Hello, Apple Creek.
Ha-ha. Everybody awake back home now. Oh, that was well hit. That wall out there, as you can see, folks, that's not short. It's 312 down the line, and that thing had some height as it went over the wall.
Number 5, Josh Yoder.
Well, we talk about the bats of Waynedale. Boy, that's a big one.
It's no accident. It goes over the fence. When you swing like that, that's where they go when you hit them.
With the wind we've had here tonight, I really didn't expect to see anything go out of here, but it has died down. So Josh Yoder to plate now. Followed up by Logan Troyer. Logan Troyer. Yoder 0 for 2 so far tonight. Flew out to right his last time up. Foul ball back out of play. Count even 1-1. Lightning strikes here in the 5th inning for Waynedale. And there's a hit going into right center. Base hit, a hard hit ball there by Josh Yoder.
It's time. You probably see a visit out right now, I would think.
Yeah, I was a little surprised they brought him out for this inning.
Number 11, Logan
And
Troyer.
I don't see any movement from the coaching staff right below us here.
Well, like we say, you got to have somebody to bring in. It's easy to say take him out, but you got to have somebody to bring in.
And maybe they don't, but if they don't figure it out pretty quick, they're going to be right back to the top of the order with Shane Koblenz.
Well, Waynedale's got someone running down there right now to warm up in their bullpen. That was the kid that came in the other day, I believe, number 23. He's good. Here comes the pitcher right now.
Yeah, so we're going to have a little conference on the mound. He's going to take the ball, and we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a break and step away. Don't go anywhere. We're in the middle of high school tournament baseball action here from Massillon in the regional finals. Back after this on WKLM.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-270 877-979-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
All right, we are back here at Massillon. We've got a pitching change. They're going to bring in Lance Vlakowski now on the mound, the right-hander.
Brother of Luke Vlakowski.
Bruner went 4 1/3 innings here tonight. Those 3 runs are all his. And the runner on first base will be his responsibility, and Josh Yoder.
Well, 19-5, you got more than 2 pitchers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't go 19-5 with only 2 pitchers.
Lance Vlakowski.
Lance Vlakowski on the mound. That's going to bring up Logan Troyer. He scored back in the 2nd inning. Lined out to the pitcher last time up. That was a hard hit ball. But he'll have a different arm to look at here with 1 away in the home half of the 5th. Vlakowski.
Well,
strong move to first base.
I know I sound like a broken record, but you're at number 8. What are we trying to get to over Wayne? We're trying to get to where? Number 1.
Back to top of the order.
Because he's going to bat again.
Shane Copeland sitting in the hole right now. It's Troyer in the box, Hudson Barkman.
1 out, 8 or 9 has to get on. One of those 2 gets on. You're coming up with, Koblenz with 2 runners on.
And there goes the runner headed towards second base. There's a throw down, not in time. It's going to get by him. Caught there by the shortstop before it went into center field. So Josh Yoder gets to second base on the steal. Now Waynedale with another runner in scoring position. Yeah, that's good base running management by the coaching staff.
Now you really have to get the 8-9 hitters. That is good coaching.
1-1 catch. And called strike. Broke one off on him across the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another player with his uniform totally covered in dirt.
Another one going to the car wash. I don't even know if my mom would want to wash that one.
Do they have a car wash in Apple Creek?
Well, they got a river. And this is just outside.
That's the best line of the day there.
They've got a car wash.
Time out on that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Troyer. There's the pitch. Fouled out of play. Count stays 2-2. Waynedale looking to expand their lead up 5-3. Runner on second base in Josh Yoder. There's a windup and pitch. Woo. Tough to take, missed just outside. Count goes full. Well, I want to swing at those from up here, Bill. 3-2 to count. There's a windup by Vlakowski. That ball's going to be caught at second base. Line shot. Nice catch by the second baseman. As Dylan Minnie elevated to get that one.
Now at the plate for the Golden Bears, number 13.
So that's out number 2. Hudson Barkman coming to the plate now.
You don't walk Hudson Barkman. You got to get him. You don't want to get to the top.
Shane Koblenz on deck.
This is the guy you have to get.
And there's a called strike.
And if you're Barkman, you're trying to get on base any way you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to get Koblenz to the plate with runners in scoring position.
Mm-hmm.
There's a windup and pitch. Swung on, hit toward left center field. That's going towards a gap. That's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run's going to score as Yoder comes around, and a big base hit by Hudson Barkman. He was 0 for 2 coming into there, and that was a groovy swing.
Good hit by Barkman. Mm-hmm. That's a big hit.
Got him an RBI.
I don't know his speed, but you might want to run on the first pitch.
And you got to wonder at this point in the game if they have some speed on that bench they might want to put in there, especially with Koblenz coming up. So here we go. Koblenz in the batter's box for Waynedale, back to the top of the order. There's a swing ball lifted high in the left field, drifting towards center field, and he'll put it away. That ball kept drifting and drifting. The Austin Coy moved under it for the 3rd out. Not before Waynedale scores 2 more runs. So after 5 complete here in Massillon, it's 6-3 Waynedale. Back after this on KLM.
Stop in for the BOGO sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have John Morrell Franks, Pilgrim's Nuggets, Mayfield Ice Cream, Rice-A-Roni Rice, Captain Crunch Cereal, Suddenly Salad, Chex Mixer Bugles, and Fresh Express Italian Salad. Buy one, get one free. We also have Red Baron Deep Dish Pizza, Red Lobster Entrees, Halo Top Ice Cream, IGA Dinner Mix, IGA Granola Bars, IGA Charcoal, and Arm & Hammer Liquid Detergent. All buy one, get one free. That's now through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Headed to the top of the 6th inning, pitching change here for Waynedale. They're going to bring in Braden Steiner. So it'll be Steiner on the mound. And he's going to face Keene, Early, and Blakowski here for Canton Central Catholic here in the top half of the 6th inning. Waynedale in control here, 6-3. As they tacked on 2 more runs there in the bottom of the 5th inning. Waynedale trying to get back to the state semifinals again for the 4th year in a row.
They even play good music between innings here.
This is from our time, huh, Bill?
Well, John Fogerty put me in, coach, I'm ready to play, never heard anybody.
The ultimate baseball song.
I believe he was with Creedence Clearwater Revival. All the kids are going, who's that, right?
You and I are the only ones that know that right now.
CCR. That's when music was real music.
So it's in girls softball action, it's Garraway and Gibsonburg. They're still knotted up 4-4. They've got a dandy going down there. That's a state semifinal matchup. And Jake Seidel's down there on the call with that one. We've got that pulled up on another screen in here, and there's a big crowd down there. Looks like a fantastic atmosphere in that softball matchup. So plenty of action here around the area. WKLM, we've got it all covered. You're catching us tonight on YouTube, courtesy of our good friends at Claxon Communication, as well as on Stream 2. Good to have you with us, Troy Fritz and Bill Pym, here in this regional final matchup here from Massillon, Ohio. It's Waynedale. Canton Central Catholic, Bears with a 6-3 lead. There's a strike on the first pitch delivered by Steiner.
Steiner who hit the home run. Now he comes in, close it out. You just say, hey, get me 6 outs. Don't get cute. Just throw the ball by him. Get me 6 outs.
And there's a nice pitch. Took a little bit off of it. Twisted it off for the second strike. Up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes to start off this leadoff batter in Keene.
We talk about who's your number 3 pitcher. This is a pretty good number 3 pitcher.
Absolutely. And just missed with the heat inside.
This kid's a number 1 pitcher for a lot of high school teams.
That's a good pitch to come back with right there, and he's got good velocity on that ball.
Very good velocity. What year is he?
Good form. Is he another one of those sophomores you've been talking about?
Probably.
Braden Steiner on the mound here for Waynedale.
He is a junior.
A junior. We'll see him again next year. And there's a strikeout by Steiner. Blew it right by him. Stuck it up under his chin, and he bid on it.
Number 7, Jeremy Early.
That's going to bring up Jeremy Early with 1 away.
Once again, that's the Lucas Stockley School of Pitching. You know, this is no accident. Like pitchers.
Very impressed here, not only with these players, but the coaching job that this staff does at Waynedale.
If you're in the Wayne County League, you have to be going, you got to be kidding me. You know, you're good for a year or two, and then you fall off. If a pitcher graduates, not with these guys. There's another one coming.
They have built a program here at Waynedale.
Probably got some kid in the 7th grade throwing 98. You know,
you
who
can
knows?
bet on it. You can about bet on it. Yeah, 98, I don't know. That's pretty fast.
That might be a
7th grader?
Yeah,
maybe.
Might be a little bit exaggerated there.
If that's true, he's rich already, Bill. And that pitch misses just outside.
Well, they don't stand so far away on the mound back in 7th grade, so it seems like 98.
There you go.
Even though it's coming at 63.
1-1 the count here to Early. 1 away. And that one misses inside. 2 balls and a strike.
This kid throws hard.
And we saw Troyer starting to slow down a little bit. So now you bring in a fresh arm, you've got more pop. These hitters have got to readjust again.
Sure.
Steiner working out the stretch. Wind up delivery. That misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Got the leadoff batter on a strikeout. Early up here is the 9 hitter. So Vlakowski, it's Luke Vlakowski. Your leadoff hitters on deck here with Dylan Minnie in the hole. So getting back to the top of that order here for the Crusaders. Top of the 6th. There's the pitch. Misses high. That'll be a walk. So the Crusaders with a runner on and 1 away.
Down the plate for the Crusaders, number 18, Luke Vlakowski.
That's going to bring up Luke Vlakowski.
If you're Waynedale, you kind of wanted to see the top come home with 2 outs. Now you got a runner on, so Central Catholic, here they go again.
Got something working here early. And here's the windup and pitch. Foul back out of play. Strike 1. So Buhner worked 4 1/3 innings for the Crusaders tonight. Troyer went 5 complete. There's a wind-up and pitch. Runner holds it first. And called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. To Vlakowski. Flew out to center field last 2 times up. Grounded out to short in the first inning. Franks comes out to have a quick word. Probably telling me you're up 2 strikes here. Be careful. Don't give him anything good to hit. Let's see him chasing. Early on first. There's a wind-up and pitch. That gets by the catcher. So the runner's going to advance down to second base, does Jeremy Early.
Wild pitch.
So you get a walk and a wild pitch, and all of a sudden you got a runner in scoring position for the Crusaders with your leadoff batter at the plate.
That 3 hitter in the hole. Spittler, Here we go. Here we go.
Wind up. He'll pull back, fake the move to second, no throw.
I just keep seeing that ball that Spittler hit down the line. It just foul.
Pivotal moment in the ball game.
Yeah, he comes up with green runners on base. Could be a different story. Got him.
And there's a strikeout. Took a little bit off of it. That was a big one.
It's a great pitch.
Took a little speed off, twisted it, and put it outside where he couldn't hit it. 2 away. That's going to bring up Dylan Minnie with Luke Spittler on deck.
Minnie with 2 hits today.
Scored back in the 5th inning.
I'd still rather face him than the guy on deck, though.
He's 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Flied out to right field his second time up. 2 away. That misses low in the dirt. Ball 1. Here's Steiner. Wind up, pitch, ground ball hit back towards the shortstop. He'll have to come in and get it. Throwing on the run and got him. Nice play there by Jordan Miller. Had to come hard to get it through the first base. Got the out. So for Central Catholic here in the top of the 6th, they leave a runner on base. Score stays 6-3. Back after this on WKLM.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
That's where the state tournament is?
Yeah. And we are back here. Home half of the sixth inning here for Waynedale. They're going to lead off with Tristan Franks, Cam Miller, and Jordan Miller, 1, 2, 3 respectively. Waynedale up 6-3.
Leading off the bottom of the
Keeping you updated from that score down at Ohio University and girls softball state semifinal action. Garaway and Gitzenberg still tied up 4-4. Waynedale up here 6-3. Would love to add an insurance run or two here and get 3 more outs. And if they do that, the celebration can start and I'll be headed back to the state tournament. There's a pitch. Leadoff bunt attempt down the right to left field line. Goes foul by Spittler.
That's something he hasn't done yet, Franks, yeah.
Well, they caught him by surprise. I'm going to tell you, if he would have got that one down, he would have had a base hit.
Drag bunt for a hit.
Yep.
I said the perfect number 2 hitter in the lineup.
Again, just one of those little things, trying to catch Crusaders off guard, and it almost worked. That misses high inside. 1-1. Franks reached on a single in the first inning, as well as the second, and walked in the fourth. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the pitch by Blakowski. Misses high and away, 2-2. Two the count. Here's the pitch. And he wanted it, but laid off. Ball 3 missed outside. Count goes full. So Bill, for Waynedale, you'd love to get that leadoff batter on. If it's a walk, you'll take it.
Yeah.
Man, he was taking the whole way. That was a tough one to take, but it's a ball 4. So Franks draws another walk.
He's been on 4 times.
Thank you. I was just going to ask you to confirm that because that's what my score sheet shows.
What did we say, 12 in a row for the first 2? Well, Coleman's made an out last time up. He broke the streak, but now we got a new one.
Starting over already. So that's going to bring up Cam Miller with Jordan Miller on deck. Cam Miller, your 3-hitter. He hits .398. And there's another base hit, hard hitting in left field. That'll move Franks up to second. Cam Miller on, and here we go. Waynedale's got something working. Nobody out, 2 on, bottom of the 6th.
Jordan Miller.
Jordan Miller steps in now.
Just look at the lineup. 3. Who's coming up? 4, 5, 6. They're all hitters.
They're all hitters, and they've done their damage here tonight.
6 hit a home run last time.
Offered it a bunt there, pulled back. It was a called strike. That's a good, you're not expecting a dinger coming out of that 6th slot.
Yeah.
Well, he laced that one. 1 strike pitch. Squares the bunt, shows it, pulls it back, ball 1.
You just can't walk the 2-hitter to lead off. That's, that's the mistake. But so now Waynedale, here we go.
Yep, nobody down. Runner in scoring position at second base is Tristan Franks. Cam Miller's on first with the base hit. And there's a ball. Jordan Miller showed bunt, pulled back. 2 balls and a strike.
And how many teams have their cleanup hitter bunting?
You don't see that very often. Took the words out of my mouth. 3-1. You gotta wonder if he's not just kind of playing with the pitcher's focus a little bit here with those bunt attempts. 3-1 pitch. Even squared on 3-1. Ooh. Called that a strike. That looked a little bit low.
That was not good. Just leave it at that.
Full count. Here's the pitch. And got him swinging. Might have handicapped him with that called strike, too. But he got the strikeout.
At the plate for the Golden Bears, number 8, Jaden Schlaball.
That's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Jaden Schlaball, the DH. Flown out to center field twice.
Yeah, he's got quite an uppercut. Hits the ball to center a lot. So if you're the center fielder for Central Catholic, you better be ready.
Yep. Lukoski being efficient here for the Crusaders in relief. Starts out with a strike. Right-hander throws. And that misses. Strike zone seems a little tight back there. It's been consistent the whole game. 1-1 the count. And called strike on the outside corner. Good pitch there by Lukoski. Brought a little pop. One out, 2 runners on. There's the pitch. Fouled out the right field side. That's going to run the count. It will stay at 1-2. Quick count, just 4 strikeouts tonight for Waynedale. That'll speak to how disciplined those bats are and the kind of hitters they are. And right on cue, there's number 5.
Right on cue.
Hit Slaypole.
Got a ball in the dirt.
Chased a bad one. But that'll bring up Brandon Steiner.
Number 23, Brandon Steiner.
As you said, he hit that dinger last time up over the left field wall.
Yeah, this isn't the guy you want to seek him up if you're Central Catholic.
Waynedale would love to push one of these runners across the plate. There's Tristan Frankenstein out there on second base. Cam Miller on first. We got 2 away. Top half of the 6th. Waynedale up 6-3. There's Lukoski. Moved to second. Nobody there. Throws it into center field.
Don't have to throw it. The umpire went and cleaned off home plate and just made 1 swipe.
Which did really nothing.
Yeah, help me with that one.
Well, I can see a swipe. That's all.
I don't think he had a broom or there's mud or something, but yeah.
Gave up. There's a pitch. Misses outside for ball 1.
This kid's going to hit the ball again, I got a feeling.
I hope you're right. Braden Steiner standing in there now. Hit would score 1. And there's a good cut. Fouled it back. Well, he got a good rip on that one. Like he's timed up pretty good right now. Feels like he's in a good groove out there. 2 for 3 on the night. Base hit and a home run. Took that one for a called ball. 2 balls and a strike. Uh, 2-1 the count. Two away. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Count goes 2-2. Your head's moving the same direction mine is, Coach. If he was on the bench, you'd say a makeup call? Maybe. There's a wind-up and pitch. This is high. Brought the heat. 3-2. So here we go. 2 outs. Count's full.
Runners are going to be moving. Good time for a pickoff play at first if you got it in your arsenal. Nope.
And there's a hard hit ball towards the left center gap. That's going to be a diving catch made by the center fielder. How about that?
Are you kidding me?
Austin Coy just made a play of the game. And if the Crusaders have got any chance of getting back in this one, circle that because that just saved 2 runs, folks. Wow. What a play. So, going to the top of the 7th, 6 completing the book. It's Waynedale 6, the Crusaders 3. Back after this for inning number 7 on WKLM.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
And a score update down at Ohio University in the girls' state semifinal softball action. Garraway has taken a 6-4 lead over Gibsonburg, and they're still at bat. So the Lady Pirates have got something going on down there trying to get to the state finals. But up here in Massillon, Ohio, here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Waynedale with a 6-3 lead. And for the Crusaders, they're going to be at the 3-4-5 position with Spittler, Hilton, and Berkwin.
As it should be. 3-4-5. You're going to come through with the best we got.
Mono e-mono here. Best against best. 7th inning. There's a pitch. Fly ball lifted towards center field. Moving underneath of that's going to be Josh Yoder. Put it away for out number 1.
That's 1. 2 more outs and you're going to I keep saying going to Columbus. We're not going to Columbus anymore. We're going to Akron now, right?
Going to a lot of places. Yes, we go to Akron.
If you're Coach Doherty, your stomach's churning right now. You know.
Looking calm and composed over there, the Waynedale side.
Yeah, a lot more composed than I am. Yeah. Of course, he's been there 3 times before.
He's a little further out of the dugout than he was the last inning, so outwardly composed, inwardly tense.
Do you realize how few people get to play in the state tournament, let alone to play 4 years in a row? If they make it. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
You could get used to that, couldn't you?
Oh, jeez. Unbelievable.
There's the pitch. Ground ball hit towards shortstop. That's going to be fielded. Throw over to first base in time. As that was scooped up by Jordan Miller. So out number 2. Score that one 6-3. Brock Berkman at the plate as the Crusaders down to their last out. Steiner on the mound for the Golden Bears, trying to get them back to the state tournament. Standing in for the Crusaders now, Brock Berkman. And here we go. There's the pitch. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. Steiner. It's a sign. Here's the pitch. Foul ball out of play. No balls, 2 strikes.
Started him off with 2 breaking pitches.
So it's your DH, your 5-hitter, up 2 strikes. You want to punch him out right here. Steiner. It's a signal. The 2-strike pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Waynedale's headed back to the state tournament. Up 1-2-3 in the 7th inning, and Waynedale is going back to the state semifinals. They've defeated the Crusaders by a score of 6-3 and let the celebration begin in Waynedale. We'll take a quick break, come back and give you some numbers and get some interviews on the field. That's coming your way next here on WKLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
And we are back here as they're going to hand out awards here from Massillon, Ohio in this regional championship. As both teams are lined up here down the first and third base lines as they will introduce the Canton Central Catholic players. But taking a look at this game here this afternoon, Bill, Waynedale getting it done. Great performance here with the bats and solid pitching, especially in relief there by Steiner. What a good two-inning effort by him.
Yeah, they're going to be tough to beat. You know, I watched them celebrate. They're happy to get to Columbus. Not that I said Columbus again.
Yeah.
To get to state. But you could just tell they have bigger aspirations than just getting to state. They're thinking state champions. I can just tell, you know, the way they acted.
I'm with you. I saw that celebration, and while they're happy, you can tell there's unfinished business over there, can't you?
If it's my team, we're probably doing a dog pile out there and everything because we're going to state.
Yeah, very calm and composed over there. You can tell that they've got a couple more steps left in their walk.
Absolutely. They're going to be tough to beat. I don't know what they're going to face when they get to state, but boy, they're a tough out.
Well, when you get back to fresh pitching and fresh arms, and you're back in that rotation, they are going to be a handful for whoever they face.
Let's not forget you got Shane Copeland's, you know, in game one and what you saw here today in game two. That's a pretty, you know, with hitters and guys that can catch the ball.
Waynedale has handled a very good Crusaders team here this afternoon and held them at bay for a 6-3 victory. For the Crusaders here on the afternoon, they would get 6 hits on 3 walks on 3 runs, and they would leave 9 runners on base, and that's a big one. That's a testament of what the Waynedale pitching can do when they need to, stranding 9 runners on the base paths. A lot of emotions down on the field right now from the Crusaders. You can probably see coaches hugging seniors.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
You know, as coaches standing there, you know, those kind of things kind of tug on your heartstrings a little bit, Bill.
Yeah.
You see that the effort that these kids put into playing the ball game and how much they love the sport.
I remember my friend Rich always used to say the toughest loss on the tournament trail is the regional finals because you didn't get to state.
Absolutely.
You get to state and you lose. That's bad, but it's not quite the same as losing in the regional finals. You were that close. You lose the first game in the tournament sectionals, whatever, you know, okay, but you get this far, you can taste it.
Absolutely.
It hurts. It really does. And these kids from Canton Central Catholic have acted good the whole game. They're sportsmen. The coaches are sportsmanship. That coach for Central Catholic, you know, hugged every Waynedale kid as he came by, patted him on the back. That's impressive.
I got to tell you, we didn't comment on that during the game, but I probably saw as good a sportsmanship out of both these teams tonight as I've seen in a while. These kids were happy to be here, but they respected the game, respected each other, and they played it the way they should have.
Yep. It's impressive.
It absolutely is.
Kudos to both schools and administrations for both schools. You got a lot to be proud of.
Absolutely. At this point, not many teams are at this point, obviously. And for Waynedale, they'll move on. For the Crusaders, they're going to end their year at 19-6 as regional runner-ups here in 2025. As you see the Canton Central Catholic players receiving their awards, captain goes forward to take their regional runner-up trophy. But for the Waynedale Golden Bears, they're going to be headed back to the state semifinals. They'll be at Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio next weekend. And Waynedale will get their awards now. So taking a quick look at the numbers for Waynedale, unofficially we've got them for 8 hits on the evening with a total of 6 walks. They scored 6 runs in the contest, and they as well would strand 2, 4, 7. They would leave 10 runners on base. So 10 runners left on by Waynedale, 9 by the Crusaders. This game could have been a lot bigger score.
Yep, absolutely.
So we're going to make our way down to the field here. We'll take a break. We come back. We're going to have head coach Lucas Doherty in an interview. So stay tuned. That's coming your way next on the postgame here on WKLM.
As a former Waynedale baseball coach for over 12 years, amassing 5 Wayne County Athletic League titles and 4 regional tournament berths while coaching 4 players who are now in the Wayne County Hall of Fame, including the only 2 area players at that time to compete in the North-South All-Star Game, Tom Capek is proud to be a sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC offers practical plans for auto, home, property, commercial, and life insurance, serving Wayne, homes, and the surrounding areas. Thomas C. Capek Insurance Services, LLC, located at 12955 Emerson Road in Kidron. Call 1-877-857-1975.
Funeral Home, with locations in Mount Eaton and Brewster, can help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of your loved one. Whether it is a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique ceremony, Spidell Funeral Home is there to help you with all the decisions. For more information, call 330-359-5252. Spidell Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Waynedale Golden Bears.
For the best pizza, chicken, and ice cream, stop by Kidron Pizza. They're proud to continue serving the same delicious, mouth-watering pies that have won the hearts of pizza lovers everywhere. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedication to excellence, every bite is a celebration to their legacy and the flavors of the community. Located at 4692 Kidron Road in Kidron. They offer delivery within a 10-mile radius. Call 857-3000 to place your order. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 8, closed Sunday and Monday. Join them in tasting tradition for yourself. Kidron Pizza, where the tradition continues.
Koblenz Painting in Holmesville, proud sponsor of the Waynedale Golden Bears, is your go-to for top-quality spray painting. From commercial interiors and exteriors to residential exteriors and even steel buildings, new and old, they do it all. Family-owned for over 30 years, Kevin Koblenz is a third-generation spray painter who takes pride in every brush stroke. For craftsmanship you can trust, call Koblenz Painting at 330-231-3974. That's 330-231-3974. Koblenz Painting, painting with pride, built on tradition.
Dreaming of a perfect affordable home? Discover family-owned Hartford Homes. Hartford Homes, with over 50 years combined experience in the construction industry, offers turnkey homes including all land improvements, resulting in a stress-free custom home built for you. Our commitment to quality, community, and sustainability sets us apart. Visit HartfordHomesOhio.com today to schedule your visit. Tour inside 2 different model homes or browse our 22 online models. Discover Hartford Homes in Jeromesville and start your journey to a dream home.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
And we're here with head coach Lucas Doherty. Coach, congratulations. You guys are headed back to the Final Four. What a ball game.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely a great ball game there with a great opponent.
They played you a great game here tonight. That was a very disciplined ball team at the plate. Your pitchers did an outstanding job tonight. You saw your pitcher start to struggle there a little bit in the 5th inning. He got out of that inning. Steiner come in and relieved, did a great job for you.
Yeah, I thought Logan, our starter there, he did a heck of a job against a very disciplined and tough hitting team and gave us 5 really good innings. And, yeah, we are fortunate to have someone like Braden Steiner to go to there late in the game. And we really like the contrast that he gives us off of having a little bit of more of a soft lefty and then being able to bring in a hard righty there. And fortunately, it worked out.
You kept their hitters off balance, but your bats tonight, your hitters did another exceptional job at the plate here tonight. Timely hits, good hard hit balls, very disciplined at the plate for your team as well.
Yeah, definitely proud of our team. I think we worked counts pretty well against a pitcher who throws a lot of strikes. Got into advantageous counts, got some runners on, and fortunately came through with some big hits with runners on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, you're headed back to the Final Four. We'll let you go celebrate with your team. Good luck, and we'll see you in Akron next weekend.
All right, thank you.
That's head coach Lucas Doherty, the Waynedale Golden Bears. They're going back to the Final Four, and this is WKLM.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Good job. Congratulations to you.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
And that's going to wrap it up here from Massillon, Ohio here, as again Waynedale headed to the Final Four. They'll play in Akron at Firestone Stadium next week for their fourth consecutive trip to the state semifinals. Bill, we saw a good one.
Yes, we certainly did see a good one. 6-3 final. A lot of different, times in the game. We keep talking about that ball the three-hitter hit down the line. It was just barely foul. Baseball's a funny game. It can change just on inches, as we said. But give Waynedale credit. They're like a machine.
They are.
We said that last game that they won. Their pitching, their base running, their fielding, working. You heard the coach say how they work counts. They don't swing at bad pitches. They bunt the ball. It's just a clinic in how to play the game of baseball. Kudos to both teams. Like we said, the sportsmanship was outstanding. Just, proud to be a part of it, really.
Absolutely. It's been an honor for us to be here. It's been good to have you with us tonight. We thank you for joining us. We want to give a special thanks to our friends at Claxon Communication, Gage, Wright, and Andrew Dunlap, making the trip up here with us, taking care of pushing all the buttons and getting everything to you in the comfort of your own living room or wherever you joined us from tonight. We want to thank Bill Pym here. Bill, it's always good to work with you, and here we get to see a great baseball game, and the season continues. So WKLM, we're going to be back up at Akron Firestone Stadium next weekend. So be sure to check out our website, check out game times and air times and all that good stuff. And while we got you, good news is we've got another area team going to the state finals in Garraway, as Garraway has defeated Gibsonburg in that state semifinal matchup tonight. So that's going to wrap it up here from Massillon, Ohio. Troy Fritz, Bill Pym, good to have you with us. Waynedale headed to the Final Four, the final score of 6-3. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Thank you for watching high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.